What's up, everybody, and you are very welcome to the last late night agenda of 2018, and I suppose the first late night agenda of 2019. So guys, thank you so much for joining me on this one. I'm really looking forward to it. It seems only fitting that I spend the time going from 2018 into 2019 on here in front of the camera talking to you amazing people, because if it wasn't for you guys, my life would have been a lot different this past year. So I suppose we could say this stream, this late night agenda, is dedicated to you guys who are subscribers out there. I wasn't going to come on tonight, but you know what? I thought, fuck it. Why not come on and spend New Year's Eve with these amazing people, even if it's only for a few minutes of their time and they pop in and say hello? Why not? It seems a really nice thing to do, a really nice time to, or way to spend my time. There are some Liverpool topics, of course there are, to get through tonight as well. Free Triggers is in, Roberto is in, Brian the Revenai, Shaqiri, Jamie Copeland. What else have we got? Breadsticks, LFC Ray, Tom Boland, so many people. Frankie, Far Isle, Kirby, Paul McCormack. How are we? October is in as well. Rudra is in. Who else have we got? Geno Smasher 69. Christopher, Martin Reed. I'm sorry if I've missed anybody out. The names are moving quickly, guys. How are we? How the hell are we? I have a lot to get through tonight. I've got some Liverpool related topics, some transfer stuff, some fun and games. We have a best moment of 2018 vote, as you can see there from the moving images on the screen. I want to know your best moment. We'll get to that a little bit later on. We've given you some suggestions there. Perhaps let us know which one of those was your favourite. But all in all, guys, what a year it has been. For me personally, for the channel, for the club, 2018 has been fantastic for Liverpool Football Club. And it looks like we're only setting ourselves up for an even better 2019. So, wherever you are in the world, thank you so much for tuning in tonight, giving us a little bit of your time. It may already be New Year's where you are in the world, or we may be a long time away if you're over the other side as well. But wherever you are, guys, how are you? Thank you for joining us. Lots of love to you. And Happy New Year. But we'll get to that properly later on. I'll be staying on until 12:15 tonight. So I'm going to ring in the New Year here with you guys. I've gotten the nod from my wife. So she said, go on, go ahead, do it. We've spent the last 18 years together on New Year's Eves watching what's the name of that programme we watch every single New Year's Eve? I'm drawing a blank now. Jules Holland's Hootenanny. Every single year we've watched that for 18 years. That's how boring we are. Dave said, a last 2 litre diet chab for 2018, Craig. Thank you so much, Dave, for the super chat, mate. But again, we never want anybody sending us things like that if you know, if it's too much. Do you know what I mean? We're happy to get super chats and stuff, but money's never been a driving factor here, but we do appreciate it. So thank you very much for that one, Dave, and I hope you have a wonderful evening, pal. I know you're 5 hours behind us there in Florida, but you know we'll be ringing it in for you, and hopefully I'll get to say hello to you later on as well. What's up, Craig? Timor is in, Mossy Wassy's in, Gokul is in. How the hell are we, guys? Let's start off with a little bit of news, I suppose, before we get stuck into the fun and games. Anthony Taylor is the referee that will be taking care of the Reds game against Manchester City at the Etihad on Thursday evening. This is the first time Anthony Taylor has refereed Liverpool games since the 4-0 victory over West Ham at the start of the season at Anfield. So, interesting stuff. A few little bits and pieces on Anthony Taylor. He hasn't actually given a penalty this season in the Premier League. So, I don't know if you want to look at that as a good omen or a bad omen. I spoke last night about this game at the Etihad, and I said, whatever happens, I just don't want it to be because of a contentious decision that the game is decided. If we go and we're beaten by Manchester City and they're the better side on the day, no problems whatsoever. I'll say well done to them and move on. Vice versa, if we go there, give them a kicking, I'd like it to be the same. I wouldn't like this to be a game of, oh, you only done it because of this or this. We've had too many of those contentious moments. I'd like us to decide this one properly. So hopefully we're not talking about the referee too much on Thursday. I'm not a big fan of Anthony Taylor personally. I've got to put that one out there. I'm not a big fan of most referees, but him in particular I don't really like. But look, it is what it is. I'm looking forward to that game, and we'll get to that a little bit later on as well. Sadio Mane has also not been charged by the Premier League for, how do we describe this incident? He put his arms around the neck or the throat of Liechtensteiner. There's no two ways about that. But when you watch the replays, it shows the reasoning behind it was that he got an elbow in the face. Whether the elbow was intentional or not, I can't say. I don't think any of us can really say. But that caused Sadio Mane to kind of put his arms around Liechtensteiner's neck. And yeah, he wasn't given any ban, is the right word, is it maybe? Or any action from the FA, so, or the Premier League. I keep getting those two mixed up. So look, he's available for the game as well. So both sides going into it, I won't say full strength because there are some injuries, but we are where we are. I'm looking forward to this one, guys. I am pumped for this game on Thursday. Absolutely pumped. Craig, what are your thoughts on Mark from the United stand? Said Isaac the big boy. How to describe this? I got to be honest, mate. Like, I've got to be honest. When I first started watching his stuff, I thought that he was a bit of an idiot. If I'm being honest, I thought he faked a lot of what he did. But I've had the pleasure of getting to know him a little bit over the past couple of months. We did a couple of appearances. He did one on mine, I did one on his. We've spoken a little bit back and forth on social media, and you know what, I wish him nothing but the best. I've nothing but respect for him. He's built something big, something special over there for Manchester United fans. I don't wish Manchester United nothing but the worst, let's be honest. I'm a Liverpool fan, but him on a personal level, I have a lot of time for Mark. He helped us out. He's helped us out actually quite a bit, and it just goes to show that sometimes when you look at somebody, you can be wrong and you can judge them incorrectly. And I've said this before, I judged him incorrectly. I hold my hands up and say thank you again. I've nothing but respect for the guy. I hope that answers your question, buddy. Happy New Year's, Red, said Lars. Happy New Year's to you, pal. The song was called Auld Lang Syne. The song was, definitely, but the show was the show I'm talking about was the Jules Holland's Hootenanny, which is his show that he rings in New Year's with. Yeah, Connor says to me, I'll set up a vote. I'll set up a poll there. And I'm like, what poll are you talking about, Connor? You can't do polls on YouTube, you lunatic. And he's like, Craig, we've done 3 or 4 of them before. It shows you how much attention I pay. So he said, look, give me access to your computer there and I'll go and set up a poll. So I logged him into the computer, went off, did a few things around the house. And he said, that's all set up there, buddy. You go ahead. And then he says, message me just as we start the stream going, oh shit, I never actually put the poll up. But you can see the moments there flashing on the screen. Origi's last gasp goal against Everton. What else? You'll see them flashing through. Let us know your moment of 2018. We'll have a little section on it later on in the show. Let's just spend a bit of time saying hello to everybody, because why not? This is what we're here for tonight. This is more of a celebration, a reflection of 2018, what was a fantastic year for the club, a look ahead to 2019, but most of all, this is just a gathering of Reds again, and I love it. I absolutely love it. October said the empty had. Yes, the empty had. I'm trying to be a little bit more respectful. Do you know what else you didn't put up on the screen, Connor? You didn't put up our what are they called for New Year's when you make a promise? God, I'm really forgetting everything here. Resolutions. There you go. He didn't put up our fucking resolutions for the year. So there you go. I've made the New Year's resolution with regards to YouTube, and my New Year's resolution this year is to not entertain trolls. I'm not going to do what I've done for the entire year and pick out some comments and have a go at them. I'm not going to say I'm never going to do it, because it's in my nature. I'll probably do it once in a while. But my New Year's resolution is to try and keep it to a minimum and spend my time reading the comments of people who actually have something worth listening to, and not the idiots who come on just to try and stir a bit of shit. So that's my New Year's resolution for 2019 with regards to YouTube. And Connor forgot to tell us his one, so I don't know what it is. Maybe he'll put it in the chat. Shaqiri against United is Siraj's favourite moment. Oh, the scissors kick in pre-season, or the 2 against United actually in the season, because you saw many moments against United over the past year. Will smash City, said Liverpool NYC. Happy New Year, Craig. Happy New Year, family. Thank you very much. We won 18 times, or Liverpool 18 times. What time is the match against City? At 8 PM UK time, Martin, on Thursday night. The last game, the only game of that day, actually, interestingly enough. Craig, what are your thoughts on that one? Can you give us your opinion on why you chose the moment of 2018 and why you chose, was it difficult to choose? Connor picked these ones, to be honest. We just had a brief conversation about the moments of 2018. There are so many. I can't choose one moment of 2018 because there's too many. But what I will say is my favourite period of 2018 was that Champions League run. I'll never forget that. I'll never ever forget the feeling of being on the Kop for the watch-alongs of the City game and the Roma game. Look, it's not the same as being at the game. There's no two ways about that. But it's the second best thing. When we couldn't get tickets to the games, we said we'll go over for the away legs and we'll watch them on the Kop. And we thought there might be a couple of thousand people there, but it was absolutely rammers for both games. And the atmosphere was amazing. The performances were out of this world. Going to the Etihad and winning. giving Roma a fucking kick and a home, and then kind of toying with them a little bit away. It was not toying with them, that's not the right word, but even though they came back and they scored, it never seemed like we were going to lose. It was just a celebration and a feeling of fun, and I'll never forget it. Absolutely never forget leaving after we beat them at the Etihad as well, and bouncing out of Anfield. It was just brilliant, absolutely brilliant. So for me, the Champions League run, I know it didn't end how we wanted it to, but I've almost blanked that out of my mind at this point. For me, the run there, the beating of Porto, it was special. It was something I'm never going to forget. And I'm hoping that when we're doing this show at the end of 2019, we're talking about May, and we're talking about the experience of, let's say this, the second week of May, is it? The 13th, 14th of May? Or the 12th actually, when we're celebrating something special. But let's not tempt fate yet. It's a bit too early to do that. Happy New Year, said Real Squad Records. Happy New Year to you, buddy. One of the best is the Everton game, most of us think. For me it was City with the magic dinosaur hands of Pickford gave us the goal. Favourite game of the year was Roma away for Stephen Richards. That was a crazy game, absolutely crazy. My memory of that was the travelling cop. The travelling cop in the Stadio Olimpico, just seeing them in that little corner tucked away, making noise, over the moon, delirious that the Reds have gotten to another Champions League final. It was a party atmosphere. There's some wonderful still images and stuff of it. The players gone over to them, the Sean Cox banner. Yeah, it was wonderful, absolutely wonderful. Any transfer news today? Of course, Levi. There's always transfer news, mate. Every show you're going to see with us now, between now and the end of January, you're going to have some transfer news on, because I'm a transfer hound. I absolutely love transfers. What have we got? For the best moment, things on the right, it says Salah puts Liverpool 2-1 up at the Etihad, but it was Firmino who put us 2-1 up because he scored the second. Have a go at Connor. I didn't do these ones. This is all Connor's doing. So Connor's probably been at the champagne, to be fair, already today. He's probably had a few. So, blame Connor. That's my answer to everything today. Blame Connor. Just pick a fucking moment. It doesn't matter who scored. Whoever scored the second one, it was brilliant. Pick that one. Happy New Year, Craig. Also, did you see my tweet? No, I didn't, Roberto. I haven't had much time today to look on Twitter, buddy. I've been posting a little bit, but not too much. I'll have a look, though, in a couple of minutes if I get a chance. But thank you very much, buddy. And same to you and your family. What else have we got? When DT lost his shit versus Liverpool, said Leon Khan. Yeah, fuck Mr. Double Initials. Honestly, I think we've given him too much time over the last period. He's we know what I think of him. So I'm going to start my resolution early, and I'm not even going to go on a rant about him. I'm going to push on. The Origi goal, 100% is my favourite Liverpool moment, said Furno. Manchester City versus Liverpool, can't wait. What a way to kick off 2019. It is a beauty. It is an absolute belter of a game to kick the year off. I am shitting myself. I'm not going to lie. Shitting myself. And not because I'm afraid of Manchester City, and not because I'm afraid we might get beaten. I'm just shitting myself because it's so fucking close. If we beat Manchester City, in my eyes, that's it. That's it. Carve your name on the fucking trophy. I'm not saying we're going to beat them. I'm not saying that at all. I'm saying if we beat Manchester City. I think that's it. Just start carving our name on the trophy because it's done. The Arsenal game a few days ago was great because of a lot of Arsenal friends talking shit. Yeah, I know what you mean. When they scored the first one, I was having issues with my stream at the time, and I was scrambling around trying to fix it. By the time I looked up and got everything sorted, so we were 2-1 up, and I didn't have the time to be angry or upset. Happy New Year. Saw it all on TV, so glad this is on, said Ian. That is the shitty thing about modern day television, Ian, isn't it? You used to have an Only Fools and Horses at Christmas. You used to have a special to look forward to, or maybe it was an in-between, or just there's nothing anymore. Absolutely no TV specials on, nothing to look forward to. So you've got this bald idiot, and I'm glad you're here with me. I'm glad you've jumped on and given us some time. The Alamo is dead. I think they've all gone away, said Stephen. Louise, how are you? Favourite moment, definitely the Origi goal against Everton. Yeah, look, it's hard to beat that one, isn't it? What a moment that was. It had everything. It had Van Dijk hitting a shitty shot, turning his back, everybody kind of sighing, and then, oh, hang on, whoa, bounce, down, Origi, goal, flag, no flag, shit, we can celebrate, it's over, we've done it. It had it all. That goal had everything you could want to kick Everton in the balls with. Everything. It was perfect. I never thought we'd beat the Mane goal, to beat them in the last couple of minutes or in injury time, but Origi's one just takes the biscuit. What a memory. 28 minutes until 2019, said Ferno. Well, there's an hour and 28 minutes where we are, mate. You're a little bit ahead of us. Maybe we're going to have to celebrate this twice. I don't know. Maybe we'll have to do two, because we do have some people who are in Europe and stuff that are an hour ahead of us. Obviously, where I am in Ireland and where you guys are, some of you in the UK, it's only 10:30 at the moment. And if you're in America, it's either 5:30, 4:30 or 3:30. My favourite moment was Van Dijk signing for the Reds. That was a belter, and that was in the list of things that he was told to put on his little poll. But look, I don't know. I think they kind of get confused. The 2-1. I think he's getting confused about the lob. I think he might have got a little bit confused about Salah's lob. And I think he got those goals mixed up. Happy New Year. Hope Liverpool hunt all the trophies, said Amir. Thank you very much, mate. Same to you. Your reaction to that Origi goal, that was yeah, I have to say I'm both proud and embarrassed by that reaction. I'm proud because it was honestly me, and that's the way I go on, but I'm embarrassed watching it back because, you know, if you watch yourself back, it looks cringy as fuck. Happy New Year, everybody, said Neil Anthony. Craig, do you think Klopp will switch Salah to the right against City? Zinchenko looks like a big weakness for them. He could do. I haven't looked at it. I haven't had time yet, Neil, to really sit down and look into this game. I just think it's going to be a belter. I think it's going to be one hell of a game. They have to come and play. They have to. 3 points is a must for them. A draw isn't worth a shit to them. They have to come and try and get 3 points. Now, with De Bruyne looking like he may be out, Fernandinho is playing, but he's just coming back, although he looked fairly good against Southampton, to be fair. And as you said, the bit of an iffy defence, they can be got at. And we know we can get at them. Even if we go 1-0 down, we know there's going to be a period where we're going to get chances. So it's going to be a really interesting game. A lot of people think Liverpool are going to go there and win. I wish I was as confident. I'm not feeling as confident as I have recently. I would take a draw. I've said this all week. If you offered me a draw right now, I'd take it. 7-point lead is plenty as far as I'm concerned. But look, thankfully, we can still go there. Worst case scenario, we lose and we're 4 points ahead. Best case scenario, we win and we're 10 ahead of City. Are we 9 ahead of Spurs or something at that point? And it's over as far as I'm concerned. And people say don't count your chickens, yada yada yada. Look, I'm not telling you what to believe. If we win it on Thursday and you want to just keep taking it game by game, fair folks. But for me, we win on Thursday, I'm in party mode until May. Your reaction to the Origi goal was better than the goal itself, said Mighty Lad. Thank you very much. Louis said, Liverpool interested in making an offer for talented fullback Lloyd Kelly, according to the Bristol Post. Mate, we're really stretching it, aren't we? We're talking about young fullbacks from Bristol at this point. We're really struggling for transfer news. It was funny when you called him Big Hog Divock when he scored. Did I? I don't even remember that. That's Ferno's influence on me if I did. Liverpool will bottle the league as always, said Bio 2.0. Mate, look, I'm starting off 2019 by not biting at trolls, so enjoy us not bottling the league. That's all I'm going to say to you. I'll leave it at that because I'm really trying here. There's so many ways I could have a go with you, but I'm going to leave it. I'm going to just push on. Happy New Year, Craig. Love the show. We'll be back in 2019. Thank you very much, Billy. And Happy New Year to you too, pal. I wonder how many times I've said, texted or tweeted Happy New Year to people today. And I'm sure you're all the same. You should wear your lucky shirt against Manchester City, said Ferno. Nah. Nope. I've had the conversation. It doesn't want to come out of the wardrobe. It's it's not coming out for that game, I'm afraid, Ferno. I think it'll be a 2-2 draw, said Gary. The most important thing for me in this game is the mentality. Just go there and play like it's the first game of the league, said Goku. Do you know what? I've got no doubt that Jurgen Klopp is going to have those guys perfectly primed and ready to go. We've had a day extra rest as well. Not that there hasn't been enough. I mean, we'll have had 5 days rest. They'll have had 4, which is still plenty for both teams. I'm trying to just take any advantage I can at this point. Why was everyone scared to play Wolves, now they're confident to play City? That's a really good point, Bassett. It's a really good point. I wasn't scared to play Wolves. I was saying all that week, I don't know why people are causing so much fuss. We're going to go there and we're going to win. I said we were going to beat Arsenal. I was very confident about that one as well. This one, I'm a little bit less confident because I don't know what to expect. I didn't expect Manchester City to show up at Anfield and play the type of game that they did earlier on in the season. I was fully expecting us to go at each other like we normally do. And they came there, they were a lot more disciplined, they sat back. They tried to hope that they get a chance or two. They got it. They got their penalty. We all know what happened there. Mahrez blew it over the bar. And here we are. Here we are. 7 points clear at this moment in time. I could keep saying that all day. 7 points clear. 7 points clear. 7 points clear. The midfield versus Manchester City should be Shaqiri, Fabinho and Keita. It won't be. Kirby, mate. It won't. He's going to want discipline in that midfield. I'm thinking Shaqiri... I don't know, mate. I don't know. Fabinho, yes. He'll play Fabinho. I'd be amazed if he doesn't play Jordan Henderson as well. And I think Gini Wijnaldum. That's what I'm thinking. I'm thinking you're going to see Gini Wijnaldum, Fabinho and Jordan Henderson. Or Gini Wijnaldum, Fabinho and James Milner. That's my guess at the midfield trio for that game. As much as I'd love Keita to be in there, it's such a big game. There can be no... failure. We just can't. We can't. Anybody can't go in there playing at 70-75%. They have to be up for it. And I'm sure Jurgen Klopp is going to look in every single one of those players' eyes and know who's ready. It's fucking brilliant. Bring it on. Bring it on. I cannot wait. I wonder if they'll sell it out. Genuine question. No joke. Somebody told me the other day there were still tickets available. I'm baffled to think that could possibly be true. Luke, you've confused the fuck out of me, pal. When I seen your comment yesterday saying love this guy or something underneath one of our videos, and I seen you using the Anfield Agenda logo, I was thinking, is he taking the piss? As in, like, is he winding, like, does he think we're dickheads really? Does he hate us? Or is this a sign of him liking us? I honestly didn't know, mate. Connor had to say, "Ooh, our first super fan." I didn't know. It was weird. When I seen the logo and it wasn't us, I was a bit freaked by it. I didn't realise. Sprained my ankle today in a match. Stuck in my bedroom but happy watching. Look, mate, don't rush yourself back. If you sprained your ankle, listen to your doctor, your parents, your manager, your coach, whoever it is that's telling you when to come back, and don't rush yourself back. You've got a long career / football career ahead of you, so no rushing back. Take it easy and do what you're told and put some ice on it. I don't even know if that's the right thing to do these days, but I'm just old school like that. Get the peas out of the freezer or the mixed veg. 1 pound bag of mixed veg on the ankle. Boom, there you go. Henderson and Milner need to play. They know what it takes to play big rivals, said Bassett 12. Shaqiri off the bench for a late goal, said Samuel. Gary said, I know I said a draw my prediction, but City are vulnerable at the moment, losing to Chelsea, Crystal Palace and Leicester, so we can go there and win. Defo, we can. Defo. Do you see us getting anyone this transfer window? Yes, I do, but not for this window. I think if we bring in anybody, it's going to be for the summer. Right, some more comments. Midfield should be Henderson, Wijnaldum and Keita. Have a fantastic new year, everybody, said Lee Gould. Just watched Klopp's first press conference when he became our manager. It just popped up on my YouTube homepage. His personality hasn't changed a bit. I still pinch myself, Lee, to this day, that man is our manager. It's wonderful. It's the best decision those owners made since they joined the club. Happy New Year to you, Skylo, as well. I have to say, it's such a great year for Liverpool, said Paul Towner Dunn. It's been a wonderful year, mate. And you know, it looks like it's only going to get better into 2019. Brian Morris, he said 4-3-3 against City. Fabinho is better than Henderson. Mark thing. I agree, Mark. I mean, I agree with you there, Paul. But that does mean Henderson isn't a very good and competent midfielder. But in that six, as I said yesterday on the stream, I think Fabinho has the edge on him because of those octopus legs, for one thing. Those tackles that he makes. He's perfect in that position. I know I like you a lot, said Luke. Well, that's good, mate. That's good. As long as it's in a complimentary way, you knock yourself out. And thank you. Thank you for your support. Thank you for watching the channel. Why aren't you with friends? I am with friends. What type of a question is that? I'm here with friends. Hey, where's the subscriber count gone? Fuck this. The sub count has to come up. Hang on. Where's the fucking sub count gone? Hang on, this has to change here. Where's my sub count gone? Connor Crosby, what have you done to my sub count? Hang on, guys. I'm fixing this fucking sub count. This is going to do my head in. Connor, if you're watching, mate, tell me what to do, will you? What's happening with my sub count? You know I'm obsessed with that. Why aren't you with friends? I am with friends, as I said, mate. I'm with a load of friends right here. Hi Craig, Happy New Year. Only just joined. Have you seen James Pearce tweet about Fekir? Yes, I have, Mike, and I have it in the little notes here for later on. His son bio is James Pearce. Yeah, his son bio. Sorry, I'm just messaging Connor now going, sub count, question mark. Where is it? Where is it, Connor? Where's my fucking sub count? Zaha might be in the Solanke deal in some way, said Ferno. Wishful thinking, mate. There's no fucking way they're letting Wilfred Zaha go in January. Henderson, Milner and Genie for Somali for the midfield. That'll do me fine. It was there earlier when I logged in. I don't know where it is, Connor. I don't know what you've done to my sub count, you absolute bastard. You've killed me here. Oh, bring the sub count back. You've no idea. I'm looking at that black gap now and it's like a gaping hole in my soul, mate, when I've seen nothing there. Blame Connor. Fuck the sub count, said Dirty Girl. Connor, you fucked up, said October. It was there when I logged in earlier. It's not there now, buddy. And I've brought it right up to the top and it's not there. Get to your computer. I mean, emergency. High voltage. The Revenite, no need to be rude. What's the Revenite moaning about? Where is he? Oh, somebody stopped talking shy. You're making mad money off these streams. I fucking wish I was, Fad. I wish I was making mad money. I'm about 3 grand in the hole, mate, for making content, and you think I'm on here making mad money. I wish I was. We only got monetized 14 days ago, so I'd love to know where all this mad money is. You fucking lunatic. Making mad money. We've got like 6,700 subs, monetized 2 weeks ago, and this lad thinks I'm driving around in a fucking Bentley or something. Oh god, if only, mate, if only. Craig's with friends. We all love Craig and Connor. Don't love him enough though, Willow, to spell his name with 1 N. He fucking hates that. That drives him demented when people spell it with 2 N's. I sometimes spell his name with 2 N's just to wind him up. Big hugs for Craig's missus, said Willow. Thank you, mate. She's downstairs. I'm sure she'll pop her head up at some point in her onesie. What year did you become an LFC fan, and was there a particular match that made you particular? Particular isn't even a word, Craig. Is there a particular match that made you support the Reds? Yes, James. It's a really weird and fucked up story. Do you remember the year Arsenal came to Anfield? I don't know how old you are, James. The year Arsenal came to Anfield, and all we had to do was not lose by 2 goals to win the league. And we lost by 2 goals. I think it was Alan Smith. And who was the other goal? Was it Michael Thomas? I can't remember. Anyway, Liverpool lost 2-0. And that's the game. That's the game that made me start supporting Liverpool. Weird. I know, it's a really strange one. What age would I have been for that one? Jeez, about 8, I think. Yeah, that was the game. Well, that's the first memory that I really have, actually, of watching Liverpool. And even though Liverpool lost the game and lost the league, I was just mesmerised by Anfield and by the crowd and by those red shirts and the players out there on the field. And I don't know, something just took my attention that day, and that was it. I was in love, and it hasn't changed ever since. Yeah, so thank you, James. Thank you for letting me relive that memory. I always like to think back of fond things like that. I suppose that's what New Year's is about, really, isn't it? Reflection. Love the new look on the channel. Keep it up, lad. Said thank you very much, Tomas. That's really kind of you. We're going to keep mixing things up and keep changing our images and keep trying to grow and, you know, learn new things along the way. It's always lovely to see people that haven't been on in a while pop back in, say hello. People lead busy lives sometimes and they just don't get a chance to come in, or they're busy with other stuff. So it's always a pleasure when people pop in, say hello, and, you know, like when you haven't seen somebody in ages, even in real life, in 3D life, as I like to call it at this point, because this has been more of my life lately than the outside world. That's because I'm making the mad money though. I'm a player on here, man. I'm making it rain on here. I get off here every night and there's just 50s going up in the air. Me and Sabrina are downstairs doing a rain dance. Lucas is wiping his ass with 20-euro notes. And we're all just thinking, whoop, whoop, player, player, player. I go off there, I put on all my jewellery, and I go out there and then I sit in the Bentley and smoke a cigar, and I just think to myself, all them gullible fools on there on YouTube, I'm making mad money, me. You really made me smile with that one. Making mad money. Fucking hell. Oh, God. Would you rather have Neymar or Hazard at the club? Oh, Jesus, that's a horrible question. That's a horrible one, Bastard. I hate them both. Oh, God, I don't know, mate. Probably Hazard. Probably Hazard, because he's got a better work rate than Neymar. They both don't show up enough for my liking, though. But I'd probably take Hazard over Neymar. But that's because I really dislike Neymar a lot. Like, what else we got? Rod thinks wife would have something to say about that. Oh, thank you for that. Spells his name wrong sometime from now on. Blame it on me. That's alright. That's alright. Everybody spells his name wrong. Craig's been hiding all the YouTube money from me. I have, Connor, yeah. I have. I send you your €8 a week pocket money, and the rest of it is just, it's spent on coke and hookers, mate. That's it. I'm living La Vida Loca down in Wexford. Happy New Year, LFC fans around the world, said Mark Forrest. Let's crush all opposition in the new year. I actually do have some Liverpool stuff to talk about, but Connor's ruined the stream by not having the subscriber numbers here, and I just feel completely left out and alone, Connor, that there's no subscriber numbers on the stream. Michael Thomas, there we go. Michael Thomas, last kick of the game. This is why you guys are the best subscribers out there, because you know, every time I forget something, you're here to help me out and pull me up on it. I started supporting Liverpool after the loss to Real Madrid in the final. Just recently gone. Nice. At least you supported them after a loss, mate, and we didn't go and win and then jumped on the bandwagon. Which is going to happen, by the way. We were having this conversation. I was chatting to... Oh, Far Isle, actually. I was having a conversation with Far Isle, and we were talking about what happens if Liverpool win the league and how the media will portray us and how things might change. And then we were talking about the influx of the bandwagon jumpers or the glory hunting fans that we're going to get. Liverpool are going to get fans that had Manchester City jerseys on last year, and next year they'll be wearing Liverpool shirts, and it comes with winning, I suppose. It comes with the club doing well. It's going to be funny though. I mean, I don't like it, but it'll probably benefit us as well as a channel, as strange as that sounds, but I'd still rather have the hardcore. And no, that sounds wrong, because as the guy just pointed out, Kirby a minute ago, he only started supporting last year, and I know Kirby's a really nice guy from coming on, so maybe I'm a little bit wrong in saying that, but I just don't want people that were supporting Manchester City last year to be suddenly supporting Liverpool. It doesn't sit well with me, this bandwagon jumping of fans. I can't live without the sub count. Either can I, mate. I mean, what's the point in being on here without the sub count? Connor's there drinking champagne. Well, you know, he's got a little raspberry in it as well, because he's a player. Like, that's how he rolls. Doesn't just drink normal champagne. Has to have the little raspberry in it. I supported Liverpool. We beat City 4-3. Louise is eating all the crisps. Fucking hell, Louise. All the crisps. That's what we call them in Ireland, by the way. Crisps. Not crisps. Crisps. She's eating them all. Send her to the shop, mate. Send her to the shop. But you've only got them dirty, horrible walkers over there in England. You haven't got the beautiful Tato or the Kyo's Irish crisps. Best moments, Sir Kenny Dalglish, well overdue, said Paul McCormick. Very true, mate. Well overdue. 1989, the big match, Brian Moore. It's up for grabs now. Thomas, hang on. Bastard, I've never felt so low in my life. It's nuts. It's nuts, mate. I don't know why that made me start supporting them. I could have went the other way. Imagine I could have ended up an Arsenal fan. But something just drew me in. Craig, I think YouTubers make money from ads. Yes, we do. But the ads, we only got monetized 2 weeks ago, so the ads only start coming on our videos in the past 2 weeks. And even at that, mate, the money that you make off ads is very, very minimal. Like, I mean, really, really minimal. The money you really make is from sponsorship deals, super chats, all that type of stuff, people making donations. That's how you make money. And of course, having lots of views. The more views you get, the more people are interested in your channel, the more people want to throw money at you for this, that and the other. And look, I've turned down a lot of money actually from various companies that I don't think would fit in with what we're trying to do. I've always tried to keep bookmakers and bookies away from our streams. It would have been easy money for us to have gone on with a bookmaker and start lashing out links for you guys to bet on, but I don't think that's the right thing to do, so we decided to stay away from that one. I even thought long and hard about putting in the link the other day to the football index that I do, and that's only like really, there is money involved, but it's only fun. And I thought long and hard about putting the link into that, but I did it because I wanted to see what people thought of it. So yeah, money is never, ever, ever our aim on here. We need it to run the channel, and of course we'll need it to grow by equipment, do a bit of travelling, and all the stuff that you need to do to keep a channel up and to try and help it growing. But being wealthy and shit like that for me, that's the furthest thing from my mind. I didn't start this to make money, and Connor didn't start this to make money. We started it to have experiences, and this has been an amazing experience so far. I look at the Tweety Pies of this world and all the other big YouTubers. I just think, fucking hell, that's I don't want to say immoral, because it's not immoral. The guys work really hard, but it's madness. It's absolute madness. It's crazy the way the world has gone. City probably had their blip and we could hit ours. Absolutely, Eddie. You're right. We are going to hit a blip at some point, without a shadow of a doubt. It might be 2 or 3 draws out of 6 games, something like that, but we aren't infallible. And I still think we're not going to go through this year unbeaten. I think we're going to lose a game at some point. It's how we react to that that's going to make or break us this year. It's how we react to the first loss in the league, or something going against us in the last minute, a shitty penalty or something like that. So yeah, that will tell us whether we're champions or whether we have winners' mentalities or not. Bring some of them lovely crisps over for Mr. Richards. When I meet you guys, I promise, I'll bring you some proper Irish cheese and onion crisps. None of that Walker's nonsense that you have to eat. Yeah, we're spoiled over here. We're snobs for crisps as well. Would you rather Pringles or Kyo's? Kyo's every single day of the week, Luke. Love Kyo's. I eat a bag. I've told you guys this before. After every time I do a stream, go downstairs and I eat a bag of Kyo's. And I used to eat frozen peanut M&Ms. But now, since it's Christmas, I'm breaking out the boxes of chocolates, you know. The milk tray and all the good shit. So yeah, that's what I do. You don't get this figure, this beautiful, trim, bloated figure by not eating Kyo's. But I drink Diet Coke, so I try and tell myself it's all good. The jumper probably cost $600 because you know he's loaded. Absolutely, mate. This is made out of virgin worm silk. Absolutely, it looks like a cotton jumper that you get from Sports Direct or something, but it's not. This Puma that's on here, it looks like it's embossed because it's just raised above it. But really what I got done was I got them to put in $50 notes and just compress them down, so it just pops up really nicely off the image. And you should see under here, I'm like Mr. T underneath here, mate. I'm just dripping in 24 karat gold. If you supported Arsenal, we're on YouTube, you probably collaborate with DT. Nah, I'd probably still want to punch the head off him, if I'm being honest. Craig, would you rather Jennifer Aniston for the night or a Champions League? I'm married, mate, so obviously a Champions League, Premier League double. I'm very happily married. I could not ever imagine, and I mean this sincerely, any other woman except my wife. My wife has done more and stood by me through more things. I don't deserve her. It's pretty simple. So my wife for me is the be all and end all of my world. And yeah, I'll take the Champions League and the Premier League. Thank you very much. Although Jennifer Aniston is she doesn't fucking age, that woman, which is weird. She's looked the same almost since we started watching Friends. I actually having a strong bro dark fruits for the new year coming in, said Scotty. Ice or no ice, mate? Let me know. How are you going to build in your, or Craig, are you going to build in your garden for a studio? That's the plan, Stephen. Although the problem for me is, right, that's the plan, to build a studio house in the garden and house it in. But then I think to myself, every time I start saving money to do something, I go, yeah, but you could go to America on holidays, mate. You could take the family back to America. And that's usually what happens. I'll get myself a few grand saved up, and then I'll go, travel agents, off to America. And I'll probably end up over in America in October again this year and spending the money that I would have had for the studio. I'll get there eventually though. I'll save up for it eventually and get it done. But it's so fucking expensive to do it. I'd say we're talking about 8 grand to put the room in. Fakir announcement in 6 minutes, said Levi. Connor reckoned there'd be something as well. On a wind up now. And this is the same Connor, by the way, that's responsible for no subscriber count on the stream today. He doesn't care about us at all. He's quaffing champagne with raspberries in them now, eating what's the posh food called? Fucking hell, foie gras. He's eating foie gras now, and he's just laughing at us, wiping his mouth with $50 notes because we're such players. As long as the first loss isn't against the Manx, anything but those wankers, said the Revenai. I believe in the Reds, said Hassan, so do I. Peter McPeeface, how are you, sir? Happy New Year, you beautiful bastards. Love it, buddy, love it. Happy New Year to you as well. Right, guys, look, let's dip into the Liverpool, the bag of tricks here, and get talking about Liverpool, because this is what we're supposed to be here for. Actually, on a little bit of a sad note, former Liverpool winger Peter Thompson has died at the age of 76. He scored 54 goals in 416 appearances for the Reds between 1963 and 1972. He also won 2 league titles and was part of the team that won Liverpool's first ever FA Cup in 1965, and he had 16 caps for England. Look, guys, at times we look at the modern players and we look at the Mohamed Salahs, we look at the Firminos, the Manes, the Virgil van Dijks, the Steven Gerrards and the like. But it's only fair that we have to pay respect to the past, because you can't push on and you can't have the future that we're going to have without a nod to the past. And it was men like Peter Thompson that made this club what it is today. So it's always sad to hear passing of a great. So yeah, our thoughts are with his family. 76. It's it's maybe an average age. But the man lived and won 2 league titles with this amazing football club. Lifted an FA Cup and was capped by his country. So what a fantastic achievement. And rest in peace, Peter Thompson. One of the greats. So thank you for everything you've done for the football club, pal. Without men like him, Liverpool wouldn't have the history that it is, and we wouldn't be the club that we are. So we've always got to have a nod to the past. Craig, who do you want to win the darts final? Oh, Lee, I'm so looking forward to this. What a game it's going to be. It's going to be an absolute belter, isn't it? The semi-finals were good. Bit of a shame that the MVG match was a bit of a walkover. I don't know what was up with Anderson, if his back was giving him issues or not, but yeah, the final's going to be a belter, isn't it? I'm an underdog though. I'm an underdog fan. I always go for the underdog. I always want somebody to win their first one, so it's Bully Boy for me. But I think Fangare will win it, but I want Bully Boy to win it because I like him. I love the fact this young lad is there with him. And he was too emotional after the semi-final win to speak. And what a display of darts that was from both of them. I mean, the 180 hitting in that semi-final was ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. What was it, 16 or 17? Or maybe even 18 180s? Yeah, it was crazy. So I'm very much looking forward to that game tomorrow night. I'm going to be glued to it before I come on here. It's going to be a belter. Absolute belter. Rest in peace, Peter, said Michael Cole. Rest in peace, said October. DZB the same, and Mossy Wassy, excuse me, and Tom Boland, Anthony Peters, the Revenite. Fireworks gone off outside my house as well. Rest in peace, of course, to the subscriber count, which passed away sadly in 2018 because Connor ruined it for all of us. Hey big man, watching from the very start, like to say, love your thought process, your honest opinions on everything. Keep up the good work. Happy New Year to you all. Thank you, Pat. That is really kind of you, mate. Sometimes people like Pat might only pop in once in a while and say hello, but it's always lovely to know that there are people watching that maybe haven't got time to comment all the time or can't drop in all the time. But Pat, thank you. Glad to hear you're still with us, mate. Glad to hear you're still enjoying it, and thank you for your support. My dad watched yesterday the darts match. The darts was amazing. I mean, I love the Christmas and the darts. The BDO one starts, I think, on January the 6th, and look, it's a pale imitation of the PDC, but it'll be worth a watch anyway, because Lakeside is kind of quite famous. It's where it all started, really. Well, no, actually, there was somewhere before Lakeside, wasn't there? Where was it before Lakeside? Somebody will tell me in the chat. I can't remember. Anderson was too tight, you could see by all his throws. Was really rooting for him. I love Gary Anderson. I love him. I love everything about the guy. He's always smiling. Man City are overconfident at easy Liverpool. Brendan Dolan lives 5 minutes from me, said Adam Parks. There you go. Not a bad World Championships for him. I think he's got the furthest he ever got. The history maker. Never forget that in Dublin when he did that at the World Grand Prix. Was it 2011? Or am I wrong? I think it was 2011. It's boring as fuck. The darts? Nah, mate. The darts is class. How could you not like the darts? Oh, it's absolutely brilliant. Happy New Year to all the European watchers, said Christopher. Yes, if we have anybody that's watching in continental Europe, Happy New Year to you. I'm not going to really celebrate now because it's not New Year for us yet, but Happy New Year to you if you're on the continent of Europe. 6.7k subscribed, so it said Larry Leach. Yeah, we hit 6. I can get to a live subscriber count right now by looking at my phone. You know, because Connor has fucked us over and doesn't love us anymore. Yeah, so look, there you go. We have a live subscriber count there of 6, 7, 10. So we do have a number. And if you are watching, by the way, and you haven't yet subscribed to the channel, please do so. We are fastly approaching 7,000 subscribers. So if you're watching, please do hit that subscribe button. And of course, you guys know by now, drop a like on the stream. I can't believe last night we passed over 200 likes on the stream, which is amazing. Can't believe we did so well on that one. So thank you to everyone that helped us out on that. And we need your help again tonight though, so drop a like on the stream and hit that subscribe button. I should be saying that more often. Connor drills that into my head. He goes, you don't say it enough. Tell them to fucking subscribe. Rawr! When I'm doing that, I'm thinking of Connor with like Mickey from Rocky there with a cigar in his mouth going, do it more kids, do it more. It's my birthday. Happy birthday. Happy birthday, mate. 57 minutes till 2019, said Hassan. Jollies. Jollies, Colin, mate. Jollies indeed. I try listening to as many streams as I can, said Adam. Thank you, mate. I really appreciate that. I'm still blown away that anybody tunes in to listen to anything we have to say, if I'm being honest. I mean, who the fuck am I for anybody to tune in and have a chat with? But I love it. I love it. Never watched any of them. Oh, Stephen. Just if you haven't watched it, mate, watch the final tomorrow. You couldn't pick a better game to watch and give the darts a try. The drama, the excitement, the pace of it, the crowd. Oh, it's brilliant. It's just brilliant. What's your best Liverpool 2018 moment? I think I said it at the start of the stream. It's the Champions League run from last year for me. The memories from Porto, hammering them. The games against Roma. The games against Manchester City. The final wasn't what we expected. But you know what? The build-up to the final was wonderful. The Reds travelling over. The fan park, all the stuff around the day, the stories of how people got to Kiev. It was beautiful. It was amazing. It was mental. People renting buses. Oh, it was just crazy, absolute craziness. So I loved it. I really, really enjoyed the Champions League run. I'm never gonna forget it. I was at the final in 2005. I was in Athens in 2007, but there was just something lovely about that one last year. It just felt like it was the start of something. And even though we didn't win the final, there was no, you were sad, obviously you were pissed off you didn't win, but it wasn't the usual dread of what happens after a final loss, because you knew there was something special coming, and you knew that Jurgen Klopp was building something here, and you knew, yeah, we didn't win it this year, but we're going to come again, and we're going to come again next year, and we're going to be even better than we were this year. And yeah, look, here we are, better than we were last year. And still a long way to go in the season, and we've a lot to look forward to. Darts is a hard game to play. It is, Stephen. My father was a big darts player, and I'm very bang average at it, but I do enjoy playing. I have a dartboard in my living room. I just subscribed, said Somali Dalid. Thank you very much. Or Dalad, excuse me, mate. Thank you very much. It's not breaking news. We read this out earlier on, Everton. So, oh, sorry, Origi. I keep forgetting your nickname, Origi. Sadio Mane has been cleared to play the Manchester City game. I love the way they word these things, by the way. I'm not you, mate. I'm not having to go with you. I'm talking about the media. Like, Salah was cleared of diving when he was fouled for a fucking penalty. Cleared for. Did you see the Harry Kane dive, by the way, against Brighton? That's a dive. The two Arsenal did against Liverpool, those were dives, but they don't get mentioned as much in the media because it wasn't Liverpool and they're not top of the league. Everything we do now is going to be scrutinised to the hilt. I'm from Egypt. My name is Omar. I keep forgetting your name. I honestly keep forgetting your name, Omar. I'm sorry, mate, but happy birthday and thank you for your continued support, buddy, and thank you for coming on. 130k friends at the party, 6,000 didn't show up. I don't care about subscriber numbers. There you go, 138 people at the party. Let's think of it that way. That's not a bad turnout for a bit of a session, is it, on New Year's Eve? 138 people. I thought there'd be about 50, if I'm being honest. I thought tonight was going to be very, very quiet. We passed 3,000 views of last night's stream, which is crazy. We used to get 600 or 700. Then we were really happy when we started getting over 1,000. And I'm talking about like the last 6 weeks, 2 months ago. I'm not talking about that long ago. And now we've gone over 2,000, and then last night we passed over 3,000 people watching the stream. Amazing. Cannot believe it. So thank you for that. Right, some more stuff. Bit of transfer gossip. Why not? We're hurtling towards 2019, so let's have a bit of transfer talk. What do you guys want first? Incoming or outgoings? What do you want to have a chat about? I'll wait for you to give me some answers in the chat before I really start talking about it. So maybe just say in or out, and we'll go from there. 2018 will... Oh, I've got a sneeze. I tried not to sneeze because I don't want to sneeze into the microphone. Look at the bright light, Craig. Look at the bright light. Don't sneeze into the fucking microphone. Have a drink. Sorry, all of a sudden got an urge to sneeze there. 2018 will always be known as the year Connor fucked up the subscriber count. That's what it'll be remembered for. The year that we went balls deep as a club, and the year that Connor fucked up the subscriber count and ruined our New Year's Eve party while he was quaffing champagne with raspberries in it. Although he's a bit of a cider drinker, so I'd say he's probably on the cider. Connor looks like Shaggy off Scooby-Doo, said Stephen Richards. There you go. I have a Scooby-Doo impression, but I'm not going to do it because I'm fucking awful at it. 30,000 views on the last watch-along, said Mighty Lad, which is brilliant, isn't it? I can't believe that. Our record for watch-along views was 62,000, I think, for the Napoli game, which is crazy stuff. Check out Darren Farley's skit on Harry Kane's OBE. I haven't seen it yet, but I love Darren Farley, so I definitely will check that one out. Jack Vlogs has 87 subs. Still 13 to go to get him to 100, so give him a click there and give him a sub to his account. He's really trying to get to 100, and I know that feeling, mate. I've been there. Every single sub counts, and I'm still that way today. If we lose one sub, I wonder why, and I wonder what I've done wrong, and I try and figure it out, why we could have lost that sub. What have I done to make them unsubscribe? So I get it, Jack. I get it, mate. And someday, all going well, you'll be in the thousands, 10,000s, 20,000s, and we'll be saying to remember back when. David Carroll said, "Hi Craig, just in, sorry, very happy new year to you and your family, and best wishes for 2019, and hopefully it'll be a year for the Redmen. It will be a fantastic year, pal. Cannot wait for it." Right, in, out, in, out, in. Yeah, it looks like in wins, by the way, so let's have a chat about ins. And right, so ins, first one up on my little list, and I do have a little list when it comes to ins because there's not that much, is Adrian Rabiot. Bit of news on him. He's been linked to Liverpool a lot. I've always said I believe he'd end up at Barcelona. It comes out today that he's turned down a move to Spurs, which is interesting enough. You know, Daniel Levy does like a bargain. He does like to try and get people in. So yeah, Daniel Levy tried to get Adrian Rabiot, but he's turned down that move. Barcelona have confirmed interest in the player. A lot of people were starting to report that a deal was already done there. Barcelona have come out with a statement to say that that isn't actually true, but that they do like the player and they do have an interest in the player and all that stuff. So it looks like Rabiot won't be coming to Liverpool. But somebody who just won't go away, a name that just won't go away, is Nabil Fekir. Christian Pulisic, as we spoke about last night, Chelsea are the only side to have bid for him with Dortmund. That bid pretty much looks like it's been accepted, and then it's up to the player to wait and see if anybody else comes in or if Chelsea have a free run at him. We'll have to wait and see. But Nabil Fekir, and somebody mentioned it earlier on about James Pearce, winding us all up about this one. I'm trying to find the little comment I have on it. Where is it? Yeah, so James Pearce was on Twitter and he was interacting with Tony Barrett on there, and Tony Barrett, he said something like I'm on the way. Tony Barrett said, "I'm going to Chinese to get some crispy duck and spring rolls," or something like that, and James Pearce tweeted back saying Nabil Fekir likes crispy duck, and I just said, "You Satan, are you satanic bastard," James Pearce, putting that up on Twitter. And of course Twitter goes into meltdown then once James Pearce puts that up, or once anybody puts anything transfer related up. So yeah, so there you go. What do you think? Fekir? No Fekir? Maybe Fekir? I've been saying no Fekir all along, but I just don't know at this point. I'm lost. I fully believe if he comes in, it won't be till the summer. I don't think we're going to sign anybody and bring them in January. Whether it was Pulisic, whether it's Fekir, I think that it would be somebody for the summer. I just don't see it coming in now. Unless there's a fullback coming in. Somebody mentioned earlier on, I think maybe Inferno or somebody, about a young fullback that was being looked at. That makes sense because we do need a fullback, particularly if Moreno, Big Mouth Moreno, as I like to call him now, is going to fuck off and leave. So what have you got? Let me see. Anybody any thoughts on Fekir? I hope Fekir goes somewhere so we can stop talking about him, said Harry. James Pearce was 100% on the fucking sauce when he tweeted about that once that October. It was a bit early if he was. It was about 8 o'clock. A bit early for him to be on the sauce. But you know what he might be? He might be out with his family. Remember when we were the only team trying to buy Rabiot? They were the days before Barca came in and ruined their chances. Barca have been in for quite a long time, mate. I've been saying this for a few months if you go back. Barcelona were always interested in him. I wasn't sure whether he was holding out to try and get a better deal at Paris Saint-Germain or whether he genuinely was going to just let his contract run down and leave. He's a good footballer. I mean, he'll play a big role in any team that he goes to. Yeah, and look, we haven't even spoken about Coutinho because I don't really want to give the fucker much attention. I know there's still people out there that love Felipe Coutinho. I'm not one of them. The way he left the club for me was too much. The way he kind of went behind the manager's back and tried to get senior pros to have a word with him to try and make the deal go through. All that type of stuff doesn't sit well with me. I understand players not going on strike but putting in transfer requests. I get that. Transfer requests going in, that's, you know, you're signing away a few quid and you're letting your intentions be known. That's one thing, but he went a little bit further than that. A little bit too far for me. I've seen some Reds would welcome him back with open arms. I wouldn't. I don't doubt his quality as a player. I loved him when he was here. I enjoyed every moment of his time here. But he wanted his dream move to Barcelona. He's got his dream move to Barcelona. If he's not good enough or he doesn't fit in over there, then he should have fucking thought of that before he left. That's my little opinion on him. I'm a vindictive fucker at times about stuff like this. Rabiot can be a utility player to improve the squad, said Mohammed. He would have definitely improved the squad. He would improve any team he joins because he's a very good footballer. I would love to see Alisson and Fekir standing together with those beards, said Adam. Yeah, two fantastic beards, mate. We need more beards in the team, in all honesty. Maybe we should have a word of Van Dijk and see if he'll grow an L beard. Fekir's the dream number 10, said Siraj. Fekir will definitely come here one day, said Kirby Power. A bit early. There were drunk people in the airport at 5 a.m. the other day. But that's the airport, October. There's different rules in the airport. I mean, time doesn't apply. I've been gee-eyed drunk in the airport at 5:30 in the morning before. And that's after leaving my house sober. Got to the airport. I was about 25, 26. I think I was going to Portugal on holidays. And I started on the quarter bottles of wine in the airport. And the plane was delayed a couple of hours. And whew, I arrived in Portugal with a hangover at like 12 o'clock or 1 o'clock or something like that because I'd been at the quarter bottles the whole way. What else have we got? Breaking news. Klopp said he wants to sell Adam Lallana and put Solanke out on loan. He wants to sell Adam Lallana to Aston Villa or the MLS. I very much doubt that Klopp said that. I'd be amazed if Jurgen Klopp came out and said he wants to sell Adam Lallana. Amazed. Yeah, that would. I've heard nothing of that. Now, whether Lallana might go on, I don't know. But for Klopp to say it, that's very unusual. I doubt it. That can't be right. Yeah, would available. Would he happen to run in? No, no birthday cakes. We spoke the other day about not bringing in drama into the club. Well, Mister kicking up a fucking fuss over his birthday cake. We don't need that in the run in, in a championship run in. But it's my birthday. Fuck off, yeah. Just go sing the song out in the hall there. Give it a bit of this, and then just fuck off, yeah. Nobody cares about your birthday, mate. You're a multi-millionaire. Let's go balls deep and buy Verratti. Yes, please. Where do I sign? He's one of my dream signings for Liverpool, by the way. Marco Verratti. Love the guy. A little bit too injured for my liking, but as a midfielder, he is just sensational. When he's on form, when he's playing well, there's not many better in midfield than Marco Verratti. I love the guy. Don't like him being a PSG though. Remember when Fekir scored the winner of the Champions League group stage against City? What a goal that was as well. What a performance that was. Both the home and away, they really, really played well, Leon, against Manchester City. Don't want Coutinho near our club. Nobody gets to disrespect my LFC. Everton sucks. Liverpool for the win. Yes, you are Origi. Sorry, I keep just change your name to Origi then, and then we'll all be easier to remember. Coutinho can take a long run on a very short pier, said Willow. Right, where am I in the comments? Willow's comment. Where is Willow's comment gone? Fucking hell, I hate. Oh, there we go. Hard shy Coutinho, said Stevie Richards. Samuel said Fekir is too good for Liverpool. He really isn't, mate. Another fucking ridiculous comment. Did you not read any of the papers around Europe or hear Pep Guardiola saying Liverpool are the best team in the world right now? Or read the French press that's absolutely fucking pouring themselves over Liverpool at the minute? Liverpool, nobody is too good for Liverpool, my friend. Liverpool are sensational. If you think Fekir is too good for Liverpool, mate, what the fuck are you doing in this stream? You've lost me. Coutinho's a moron if he doesn't see that in the next 3 years he can easily become one of the main guys for Barca due to others getting older and eventually leaving or retiring. Yeah, footballers find it hard though to look in the long term at times when they're sitting on a bench or they're not really have the impact that they'd hope for. And the fans as well. They're not very forgiving over there in Spain. You kind of get a bit more leeway here. Don't forget Big Alex is coming back as well. Oh, can't wait to see Alex Oxlade-Chamberlain back. I cannot wait. Adam Lallana has said before that he'd never want to leave England, so the MLS is strange. So October. Google told me Klopp said that. Put the link in, buddy. If you have a link, you can put a link in actually because you're not a spanner. Decore is way better than Neves. He has the energy Klopp likes, and we're interested in him last season. Milner, we need to sign that kind of energy. Decore is he's a good footballer. I get where you're coming from. Origi said it was probably some fake transfer news on Google wanting attention. I didn't believe it at first. You've already got a shout out, Jack Vlogs. Relax there, mate. Gave you one like 10 minutes ago. We should get Richarlison from Everton for what? To clean Salah's boots or to, line up the pitch before the game or something? That lad hasn't got the attitude to play for Liverpool. He gets too many yellows and reds and he's too too temperamental. He just wouldn't fit in. And I'd say he's a bit of a miserable fucker as well. What else have we got? Richarlison wouldn't even get in our sub, said Mossy Wassy. 40 minutes to go, guys, till 2019. 40 minutes. 3 years is a long time in football, said Mustard Tiger. We should nickname Everton Sucks Liverpool Win ESLW. Now we're calling them Origi now, apparently. I said it before, I still believe it. If Klopp and LFC wanted Pulisic, we would have made it happen by now. I agree. If we want Pulisic, we'd get Pulisic. Straightforward, no messing about. He would want to come here. If he goes to Chelsea, it's because Liverpool haven't gone in for him. And I know that might offend Chelsea fans if they see us saying that, but it is the fucking truth. It's the truth. If Liverpool want Christian Pulisic, they would get him. If we don't go in and make a move for him, then I think it's because there's something else there, and there's something else or somebody else Klopp wants to bring in. I want Liverpool to expand Anfield with a petting zoo for rabbits, said Rod. Okay, Rod. Okay. I don't know where they'll put it though. There's not much land around there. Need a backup for Mane, Firmino, given Sturridge would leave in May. 40 minutes till I have my coffee, said Rod. Craig, I hope you and your family have a great new year, said Ben Dinley. Thanks very much, Ben. Right, outgoings. We've done some incomings, so let's talk about some outgoings. Solanke. Dominic Solanke. All signs point to the fact that Dominic Solanke's going to leave Liverpool in January, and it looks like he's going to Crystal Palace on loan. Some people are even going as far as to say that there's been a medical done for that deal already, and that will be announced fairly soon. He's also been linked to Fulham and Leicester, and today there was actually interest from Stuttgart, which is a little bit of an odd one, but that was in, I think, Kicker in Germany or something like that. So yeah, it looks like Solanke's going to be on his way on loan. It seems like it's the right move for him at this moment in time. Hopefully he can go to Palace, bang some in at the end of the year. If he gets 6 or 7 in the second half of the season, it'll give him some confidence. It'll give Jurgen Klopp something to look at as well. no doubt watch the videos back of his performances and keep up to date on how he's getting on, and then it'll be a lot easier for him to make a decision about the guy's future. Another one is Ryan Kent. Ryan Kent, of course, who is currently on loan at Rangers up there with Stevie G. He's been talking actually, and he said that he is considering his future at Liverpool after another good performance against Rangers. He said, it's a chat Rangers are going to have with Liverpool because I still have 3 years left on my contract there, so it's a little bit out of my hands. The honest answer is I don't know what my future holds. That's something Jurgen Klopp will have to answer. Ryan Kent is obviously doing pretty well up there in Rangers, but it's a whole another level coming down to play for Liverpool in the Premier League. So I don't know what your thoughts are on Ryan Kent. I don't think he's going to make it at Liverpool, particularly if we're doubtful about Harry Wilson, who I think is much better than Ryan Kent. I don't think Kent is going to make it at Liverpool personally. But look, it's not my decision that matters, it's Jurgen Klopp's. Morning Craig, Happy New Year from Singapore, said Chubby371. Happy New Year to you, mate. Lovely to have you back in with us. Thank you for joining. We still have Ray and Brewster to come back, which, that guy's going to be unbelievable. He's going to hit the ground running, he's going to be sensational. And we're going to be talking about him, hopefully even at the end of the season. We're going to be saying that he's made an impact. Man United will bang Liverpool. With what? What are they going to bang us with, mate? We just handed you your ass a few weeks ago. You're not even in our fucking vision at this point. You're so far down the league table. Look, mate, honestly, you're in the wrong stream. At the wrong time. Just because you've grown a pair of bollocks now because Ole Gunnar Solskjaer has got 2 wins under his belt against relegation fodder. Don't be coming around playing with the big boys all of a sudden. There's Man United aren't going to bang shit this year. Just watch Pogba dance and just enjoy that. Send Solanke to Rangers on loan. He needs to go to the Premier League though, Bassett. If Jurgen Klopp's to really gauge his level, I think he needs to go to a Premier League club and try himself against players in the league that he's going to be playing in. And Palace, for me, it seems like a perfect move. As long as he doesn't learn too much from Christian Benteke, then it seems like a perfect move. Origi said, if you're a Klopp, who would you want to sell the most? For me, it's Mignolet because we don't give him the game time and I feel bad seeing him behind Klopp in every game frown. Who do I want to sell the most? If I'm Klopp now, not my own personal opinion. I don't think maybe you've got it right with Mignolet. I'd say at this point he wants Moreno out as well after that little interview that he gave the paper in Spain. I think he probably nailed it with Mignolet, and because of the right reasons, because Mignolet has been professional and he just wants to play, and I never want to knock a player who just wants to play. When do we get Harry Wilson back? I'm not sure. I think that's an entire season long loan, I think. What's this? People got to realise that Liverpool can get anyone we want. We're Liverpool, says Michael Cole. There you go. Anyone we want. Craig, you doing anything nice for New Year with the family? You're my family, mate, for New Year's. I'm in here with you guys. Tomorrow, nothing. Absolutely nothing. We're quite a quiet bunch, Tom. We don't really do anything too exciting, mate. We save up all year to go on a family holiday to America each year, and other than that, mate, we just chill. We're kind of a quiet family. And play with the kids, look after our son Lucas, keep track of my 14-year-old daughter, and make sure that there isn't a fella sniffing around or anywhere near her. Implant trackers in her, hide tracking chips on her phone, all that type of stuff the fathers do. Happy New Year, Craig and the Reds family. Crazy times. Thank you very much. Wildcats energy drinks. That's is it Wild Kate? No, Wildcat energy drinks. There you go. Happy New Year to you as well, pal. Kent is done at LFC, so Brian Morrissey. Bobby Duncan to be the next Salah. That boy is banging them in for fun, isn't he? He scored like 20 goals or something already this season. He looks like a really good talent. He needs a haircut though. I don't like his haircut. It's a little bit too fucking 1990s. I think I had a similar haircut, which is probably why I don't like it. Some more comments. Why not? This is about you guys. Why not get through as many comments as possible? Fucking hell, I didn't realise I was that far behind. Send Origi to Rangers on loan to help Rangers and Stephen Gerrard win the Scottish Premier League title. I'm more concerned about our players developing than helping Rangers win jack shit, to be honest. And that's not a dig against Rangers. specifically. If Gerrard was manager of fucking Hearts or Celtic, I still wouldn't care. It's more about the development of our players for me. My United mate is saying that they're unstoppable. Oh God Almighty! I want to be nice about this because I can completely understand why Manchester United fans will be happy at this moment in time. I completely get it. The club has had a bit of a lift. An ex-player has come back in and he's got players playing for him and things look a bit more bright. I get it. I don't begrudge them. Well, I do begrudge them actually, but I understand it. But come on, be realistic about it. They're not even going to qualify for the Champions League next year. There's 8 points or something there to make up, and I don't think they'll do it. And look, if they do, then they can stick two fingers up at me and laugh, but I don't think they'll do it at this moment in time. I'd like to see what's going to happen when he actually plays. Like the game against Newcastle, that might be an interesting game. But you know what? He couldn't have got a better run of fixtures to start. It would have been interesting to see if they had left Mourinho in there. He probably would have got some wins, but as some United fans have said, it's the style that they've played with a bit more freedom that I can understand. Look, they're not our problem though. Thankfully, we're too far ahead at this point. If we had a good innings, so sad that he had a good innings. Who's this? Dr. Hook was great. I don't know. I've missed that one. Sell Moreno, St. Anthony Peters. He'll be gone, mate. Don't worry about that. I think he'll be gone in January as well. Sorry, wrong way around. Liverpool will bang United. There you go. Lots of banging going on for Ollie. Heard an old school United fan say that Pogba should be fined 6 months' wages for his previous attitude to playing. See, I get that. I understand that. I'm always pissed off when a manager leaves and then a player's attitude and level of performance suddenly rocket up immediately afterwards. It's good to see that as a fan. Yeah, you want your players playing, but they're basically saying I refuse to play for the other manager. I just didn't give a shit and I down tools. Whatever people say about him not being played in the right position or he didn't get on with the manager, he didn't give a fuck about the fans when he wasn't putting in performances. Simple as that. And for him to be on the pitch dancing around like a fucking idiot after scoring a couple of goals, I just don't get it. He's just not that good, mate. You're not that good and you haven't earned that type of fucking grace here. I'm sure some United fans are absolutely fucking fuming at the fact that he suddenly showed up and he hasn't showed up for the first 6 months. Excuse me. I think we need to replace Lallana. We need another player like Shaqiri who'll make a difference when they come on. Fekir will be great, said Chubby. Craig, if the last second goal hadn't gone in against us, would you have been 4 points, or we would have been 4 points behind City? If and what? It did. I don't get the point of this. If that last second goal hadn't gone in against us, you would have been 4 points behind City. I don't. And what, mate? It did go in. If Steven Gerrard hadn't have slipped in 2013-14, we'd have won the fucking league. But whatever. It didn't happen. The goal did happen. Pickford fucked up and he gave us the win. And thank you to Jordan for that one. Why do some people have a spanner next to their name? What does it mean? It means that they're a mod on the channel or a moderator on the channel. Got cool. And what that means is they can help us out. If a troll comes in or somebody posts a link or something that might get the channel in trouble or offend people in the chat, they've got the ability to remove the comment, to time people out and stuff like that. So they're here to help us, mate, to help me with things that I might miss. And they're also the Blue Spanner Ultras, which is their other name. Craig's just a lovely Chinese. A lovely Chinese. Alright, I hope I'm chicken balls because that's all I eat from the Chinese. 30 minutes left for the new year. 29 now, Subi. 29 minutes left until 2019. Anybody got any New Year's resolutions they want to let us know about? Anything that they're trying to quit or change about their life? Always fun to know. I told you guys earlier on, my 2019 resolution is to be a little bit less involved with trolls. I'm going to try and just ignore their comments and concentrate on the people who actually care and the people that want, have something good to say. Pogba isn't fit to lace the Egyptian king's boots. Craig, I'm buzzing. Me and Louise just watched Top Gun. Oh, what a movie. What a movie, Stephen. God, I love that. You never close your eyes anymore when I kiss your lips. Dum dum, dum dum, Oh, what a film. What a film. 28 minutes, Craig, get it right. Already 2019 in Switzerland, which is through, mate. Happy 2019 to you. Happy New Year. We said that a little bit earlier on for anyone who was in continental Europe. Happy New Year. I'm going to be the same miserable cunt, said Christopher. Good man. Good man. At least you're consistent, mate. Love it. My New Year's resolution is to get a passport. Seems a good one, mate. Why not? Can I be a moderator? We've stopped giving out spanners for the time being, buddy, because we've got so many of them. Yeah, we've enough to look after things for the time being. Craig, gonna check if Kevin De Bruyne is fit for Liverpool. I don't know if that's mind games or not by the Pep. I'm not sure about that one. He kind of trying to put it out there that he mightn't be fit, and I don't know. In my head, he's just going to be playing, and if he's not, then that's a bonus. October's resolution is to write more, travel more, take more photos, and lose more weight. All really good and realistic targets, buddy. So best of luck with all of them. Oh, another question. If you guys have your New Year's resolutions, and usually, you know, some of them are give up smoking, stop drinking so much, eat less chocolate, yada yada. Do you start them on the 1st? Because I don't. I start them on the first Monday after New Year's week, because you're not going to, if you have a hangover the next day, for instance, you're not going to start them, right? You're going to want your shitty food if you have a hangover and stuff. So when do you actually start your New Year's resolutions, I suppose, is another question. Stephen said I've got to sort my blood sugar levels out, which, you know, can be tricky, mate. My mum had diabetes and stuff, so I can understand, and she fucking loved their chocolate as well. Paul Pogba is one of the reasons Man United are so far behind. I'm so happy, said Michael Cole. Liverpool is my addiction, said, is it Aminu? Excuse me if I mispronounce your name. But it's probably mind games, Revan. I get you, it probably is. My New Year's resolution is to love Liverpool even more, said Adam Parks. There you go. I'm sure that one's absolutely doable, buddy. We could all love them a little bit more. Subi's New Year's resolution is to become promoted and to become your club captain. There you go. Just make sure you're a leader, pal. That's it. Help everybody out. Be vocal and be there for other players coming through, and maybe you'll get your wish. Just caught a cunt smoking a joint in my front garden. Did you not leave, Yanni? Is that the problem here? Did you not bring him in and ask him, you know, any chance of enough for one, like, or, you know, maybe out there in the L pockets for almighty lad? No. Because that's probably the attitude I'd have had. My resolutions are to lose weight and be more motivated in anything I do, which is, do you know what, that's a good, really good way of looking at things, mate. Motivation, or sometimes just having something to aim for, something to get your teeth stuck into, is really good. At one point, 1 year, I lost 7.5 stone. I gave up smoking, I quit drinking, and I started doing a little bit more exercise, and the difference in my life was just unbelievable. I'll get more tattoos till October. Yes, I've got to get this second sleeve finished. I was only saying that to Sabrina last night in bed, actually. I need to get that done this year. I have a New Year's resolution to be more strict as a moderator in the chat. Good man, Scotty. Boot them all out, mate. Once a cunt, always a cunt. We don't forget. Neymar spoke of Felipe Coutinho's great sadness at missing out on a move to Barcelona. Exactly. Fuck him. Sabrina sent me a really good image the other day. She thought I'd like. I can't remember what it says. Oh, she said there's two sides to every story, and you're a cunt in both of them. And I just thought that's definitely something I'd say. What's it like driving a Rolls Royce, drinking dry martinis with a lemon peel from all the money you're clearly raking in? It's tough, Tom, and obviously I don't drink and drive, mate. Nobody should drink and drive, ever. But it is tough. It's tough at the top, pal. You don't understand the pressures that we have up here. I mean, I'm always out partying with PewDiePie, and we're just talking about all the millions that we're making, and all the subscribers that we have, and the groupies, and just the rock star lifestyle that we live. That's when we're not shopping for Bentleys, looking at Lambos, and, you know, in California looking at mansions, having a chat with Joe Rogan. Just the usual weekend, really. My other New Year's resolution is to be less of a prick. Nah, fuck it, mate. More of a prick. The world needs more of us people that just tell it like it is, Adam. Resolution to celebrate our double for a full year. Mate, you're going to need a fucking transplant with all those beers you have there. I'm a diabetic, blood sugars are all over the place, but it's my time of the year, so not to be worried. Yeah, it can be tough, Willow. It can be tough, mate. But just don't go mad, mate. Make sure. I'm sure you know at this point you're well able to control your own blood sugar levels, but I know how dangerous it can be. My resolution is to get everyone on this channel to refer to ourselves as Craigheads. Craigheads. I think I was thinking about that yesterday actually, because somebody said, why do we not have a nickname for people on the channel? And I just thought, well, we're not big enough to be having fucking nicknames for anybody. And it was 7.5 stone, Keith. It was £102 actually, to be precise, that I lost. Now I've put back on about 30 of that, if I'm being honest. But like I've kept the other 72 off for about 6 years now. So I've done quite well as far as I'm concerned. I weigh about 14 stone, 12, 15 stone, something like that now. And I used to weigh much like 21 or something like that. I got down to 12 and a bit, or 12 and a half ish. And then I went back up, as I said. And I plan on going back down a little bit more, but there you go. I'm watching 101 and London Eye looks beautiful, said Subi. Anybody watching that hasn't subscribed, by the way, please do hit that subscriber button and hit that like button on the stream. We're trying to push towards 7,000 subscribers, and if any of you amazing people can help us out, please do hit that button. All our content on here is free. Match day watch-alongs, late night streams. In January you're going to have transfer videos every single day. I'm going to upload them, by the way. They're not going to be live videos, so I'm going to record and put them up, and they just be little clips about what's going on, who we're looking at, maybe a bit of other transfer news, non-Liverpool related. What else have we got? Do you smoke green, Craig, if you don't mind me asking? No, not really anymore, mate. I used to a lot. I'm not going to lie, I used to smoke an awful lot of it. I don't even, I would probably smoke before I'd ever have a drink, if that makes sense. Yeah, when it's legalised, mate, I'll probably be partaking it a bit more again. But it's definitely, I'd much rather my daughter went that direction than went down the drinking direction, if I'm being honest. Anyone drinks and drive, I hope you die a slow, painful death, said Christopher. Look, I hate drink driving myself, mate. I absolutely despise it. It's there's no excuse for it. A few more comments. You should say Happy New Year to your wife on stream when 2019 comes. I'm sure I'll probably shout it downstairs or something. I'm sure we'll figure something out. Connor's gone all quiet, hasn't he? Look, he's ruined our stream, hit the subscriber numbers, and then ran off quaffing champagne. My New Year's resolution is to change my fucking name to Origi. There you go. I'm so pissed off. How's the subscriber count not working? Right. I'm really annoyed now that this isn't working. I have to figure this out. I'm going to fuck about with this and play around till I figure out what it is. Doom, 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 doom. He'd be on here in 2 seconds and he'd be like, click, 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 there it is. You look to have a better year. Just look to have a better year than last year. That's true. That's a really good way of looking at it as well. How do you become a moderator? There's no real hard and fast rules, mate. Sometimes we just give them to people who've been around for a long time as a little way of saying thank you. What was your most painful tattoo? Mine was the throat. I want to fall and rose on the side of my face. The elbow, probably, Ricky. That was pretty fucking painful. The elbow on the inside of my arm, where I have some loose skin from where I was heavier, that bubbles up almost when I'm getting tattoos, and it can be really fucking sore. But I can imagine that the throat would be quite painful. What person associated to Liverpool would you most like to meet? That's a belter of a question, Tomas. Who would I most like to meet if I could meet a Liverpool player? Probably Robbie Fowler. I've kind of met him, but not properly. Just a brief hello. I say Robbie Fowler. He's, you know, my favourite Liverpool player of all time. So yeah, him. It would depend, because the setting of this conversation is important, because if I could get somebody to be open and honest and genuinely talk off the record, then probably like to talk to Stevie G. I'd have a lot of questions to ask him. But in this day and age, you're never really going to get the truth out of anybody, because they have to be so careful about what they say. But it's a good question. Who would yours be, Tomas, by the way? If you could talk to anybody, who would it be? Craigettes. Oh yes, that's what we were talking about, wasn't it? Chavs. Surely it's Chavs. If we're gonna have a nickname for the people on the stream, surely it's Chavs. I can't think of anything more appropriate than for everybody, including me, to be just called a Chav. Hi, my name's Larry and I'm a Craighead. That just sounds wrong in so many levels. A Craighead. At Man City HQ, they're sipping champagne from golden pools with mermaids swimming around, and them sparkling dust or gold dust all over the goats they're shagging. There you go, true story. Crackheads. There you go, crackheads. I actually own a domain. What's a domain I own? Thecrackstore.com. I actually own that domain name, and it's crack CRAIC. So thecrackstore.com. I bought that a while ago because I seen it was available, and I thought, hang on, how is nobody taking this? So I said, I'm having me a bit of that one. I'll probably never use it for anything, but somebody might offer me money for it someday, so you never know. And I can just add that to my big dirty pile of cash that I'm making from YouTube. Tell Lucas I said Happy New Year. I will, and he's still up. I'm being honest, he's still up. He's wired to the moon, so we said we'll let him watch Jewel Holland's Hootenanny downstairs with Sabrina, and we'll ring in the new year and let the little dude do it for the first time. I'd love to meet Jurgen, said Tom. That would be an amazing conversation. You'd want a hug though. I mean, you couldn't meet Jurgen Klopp without getting a hug. 15 minutes to go, guys. 15 minutes to go until we hit 2019. Any more thoughts, let me know. I'm looking through my list to see if I've missed out on anything. Oh yeah, just when I thought I couldn't love Virgil van Dijk anymore, by the way, I just figured out that I could. I was reading through some stuff today, and he was talking about that incident with Socrates at half time. You know, where he was kind of having a go at Mo, and then Van Dijk came over and Socrates went running like a little bitch. He was saying that I saw that he went to Mo Salah, and he was saying that he dived. He was attacking him a little bit, but I wanted to say he didn't dive. And he then went on to say that he's going to continue to protect his teammates, and that's how everyone should be acting in the team. And there you go. What a man he is. Virgil van Dijk, you absolute legend. Love the guy. How would you not love him? For me, one of the best things that's happened this year. Absolutely signing Virgil van Dijk. Would love to see you do videos on pre-match and post-match press conferences. Nobody really gives a fuck. Got cool about pre-match stuff, in all honesty, mate. I used to do podcasts and stuff on pre-match, and they never did well, because it's very hard to get excited about something that hasn't happened yet. Whereas if you're looking back on a game, you've got moments that have already evoked emotion in people, so it's easy to kind of not manipulate those moments, but it's easy to draw emotion from people, particularly immediately after the incident. So if you come on straight after a game, that's when you get your best content, that's when you get your best reactions. Post-match stuff, it's really tough to do, and there are people out there. I mean, I think the Anfield Wrap, I think I'm fairly sure that they do a podcast about after the press conferences that's really good, and I used to enjoy listening to those myself. So there are people out there that make that great content, and it's not really something I think I'll be doing. I don't think I can dedicate the time to it either. I've walked past Fowler and I never said hello. I go to his football college. Oh, nice one. That's class. That you go to the college, I mean, not that you walk past him but didn't say hello. Walk past Gerrard in town, didn't think I should bother the guy. Do you know what? That's really nice, mate. Just goes to show you're a sound person. And a lot of people have been up in his face with a camera, and that's okay too, but there are some situations where you just need to stand back. I mean, if someone's with their family or their kids, or they're having lunch or something like that, then I'd be inclined to just, I might take a little sly picture from a distance, if I'm being honest, but I don't think I'd be up in their face asking them for autographs or anything. I've met John Barnes and King Kenny on separate occasions nearly 30 years ago. Brilliant. Nice one. John Barnes is one of my favourites. He's a signed shirt actually that I really want to get at some point. And again, he's somebody I want to go and see one of the Legend shows with as well. Sammy Lee as well, another one, nice. I'd like to meet Trent Alexander-Arnold because he's my favourite player, said Adam Parks. He seems like a really nice young lad as well. My name's Siraj and I'm on the Craigslist. I think somebody already took that one. Unfortunately, somebody took Craigslist. Bastards. Origi. No, we're not giving out any more Blues banners, mate. None of them. There's loads of people that we said we'd give them to when we start giving them back. But at the minute we've got so many, we're just trying to stop it so it doesn't look like the whole page is blue when people come in. What about the Craig squad with double A's? But nobody would understand that if you just said it. So if we just said Craig squad, people would just go, oh, this your man loves himself, doesn't he? Look at this fucking idiot on here calling people the Craig squad, going around thinking he's a fucking B-Tech, what's your man's name, the boxer? Fucking Bomb Squad. What's his fucking name again? Not fucking Fear, the other, what the fuck? Deontay Wilder, yeah. A B-Tech Deontay Wilder going around going, Craig squad. Would love to have a chat with Clopper Sammy Hippie, said Mossy Wassy. My dog is celebrating New Year's. Nice. Nice, why not? He's one of the family after all. 15 minutes, bring on the LFC mug full of coffee and a croissant for Rod. I hate New Year's Eve, said Skipper Dog. It's a big bowl of fucking nothing, mate, isn't it? It's just complete nonsense. New Year's Eve. Oh look, yay, it's another day. Oh, but we'll celebrate this one because it's a special day. I really want to meet Trent. Love the guy, said Adam Parks. Got John Barnes' autograph when he was 2 timeless misses at the time. When Liverpool come to America again, I'm definitely going to one of their games. My name is Origi and I'm a Craiger. Oh god, the cringiness of me saying any of these things. I met Alan Kennedy at the stadium tour. Talked about his goal in '81 Champions League final. Nice. See the Mayweather fight yesterday, what a joke. Look, don't like to talk about Floyd Mayweather. Yeah, he made $9 million or something, but as far as I'm concerned, all Floyd Mayweather will ever be is a woman beating fucking prick. And that's my opinion on him. I don't care if he's 50 and 0, I don't care if he is the greatest boxer of all time perhaps. To me, he's a woman beating fuck. Allegedly he's a woman beating fuck, and yeah, that's all I'm ever going to remember him as, I'm afraid. Allegedly. I have to say allegedly because I don't know if it was proven or not. I haven't done the research to check if it went to court or if it was proven or not, but allegedly he's a woman beating fuck, and I most certainly will always remember him for that and that only. Would love to meet Alex Oxlade-Chamberlain. Seems like a sound guy. He does. He really does seem like a nice lad. My uncle Amir sending pics of him and Jabrai celebrating New Year's. Tell him to hurry up and sign the fucking fight. Sign the fight, Cal Brook, will you? Only joking, Subi. Yeah, look, Happy New Year to your uncle Amir Khan as well. But yeah, if he could fight him, that would be really nice because that's a fight we all want to see. What's your opinion on the Koulibaly incident? It's fucking disgusting, Corey, is my opinion on it. No footballer should have to endure racism in this day and age on the field. None. And none should have to endure anything over their religion or their sexual orientation, anything like that. They should be judged on what they do on a football field, and that's it, because that's all they're there to do. They're not there as a fucking humanitarian, they're not there as a fucking science professor. They're there on the field to play football, and they should be judged on that and that alone. For racism to be rearing its ugly head again in the game, it's sickening. And I wasn't very happy that the Italian FA only ordered Inter Milan to play 2 games behind closed doors, and like 4 people were stabbed, somebody died at the game, and Koulibaly was racially abused on numerous incidents. It's disgusting, and I hope it's stamped out of the game. And I'm glad to see the support he's getting from his fellow professionals, because it's sickening. I just found out my granddad died, sending a Happy New Year. Fuck. I'm sorry about that, mate. Jesus. I'm sorry about that, Bullet 6060, mate. Condolences to your family. Yeah, condolences, mate. I don't know what else to say. I hope your family's okay. This is the best time to be a Liverpool fan since '88, said Aldo. Said OXMO800, or is it Oxmo800? I'm not sure which way you want me to pronounce it. Meeting Jamie Carragher is my dream, but I'm not sure how to thank the man who made me fall in love with the team. I've met him, thankfully, October, and nice guy. Just a brief hello though. Fuck it, we're going to Rise in 2019. 8 minutes to go. 8 little minutes to go. What else have we got? If we beat City, I'll be starting to party, said Rod. I've just said it, mate. If we beat City, as far as I'm concerned, get the engraver out, it's done. And I don't care if people tell me to shut the fuck up or people tell me that that's not right. That's how I feel. If we beat City, it's done, as far as I'm concerned. There's no way we're going to fuck it up from there. But it's going to be a tough game. It's going to be a very, very tough game. Raptor's just sending me a message saying Happy New Year, have a cracker. There you go, what a lovely guy. Thank you, Raptor, if you're watching or if you're watching it back. Lots of love to the Raptor family. Craig, when your channel gets much bigger and you make some funds, maybe then you'll be able to afford to go to games and do fan reactions outside Anfield. Again, not really what I want to do, Lee, at all. Yes, the channel to grow bigger and us to make some money from it, but only because we want to travel to meet fans, and that's not outside Anfield, because Redmen TV do that really well. They have their thing where they meet fans outside after games and they make some great stuff. But what me and Connor want to do is we want to travel around UK, Ireland, Europe and even the States or whatever to meet fans. So we want to go to Liverpool supporters clubs, watch a game with those guys, film it, do a post-match show with them, interview the guys to find out how they fell in love with Liverpool, their thoughts on the game, their thoughts on the season. And that's the supporters channel that we want to be. We want to be the channel for the fans that can't make it to games, like me, like Connor, that maybe get over to a couple a year or whatever, or maybe sometimes in some cases can't get over. That's who we want to be. We want to be a voice for those guys to let their voice be heard and their opinions be heard around Liverpool. And I think that's lacking. So I'm hoping that that's who we can be, because that's why I started doing this, to try and meet more people like me. And there's loads of us out there. The UK is only small fry. Look at the Liverpool fans all around the world. If we can say hello to 1% of those guys, it would be amazing. I'd love to meet their coach at Bassett 12. I love their coach. Love his attitude as well. I'm watching you because of the crap on TV served up on New Year's Eve. I don't know if that's a compliment, Keegan, or if we're just sloppy seconds, mate. Happy New Year, Claire, to you as well. 6 minutes to go. Just remember, before we leave 2018, this shall be remembered as the year that Connor fucking ruined the subscriber count. That's all we're remembering this one for. And on that, let's do one last check of the subscriber count for 2018. And where are we at? 6,715 subscribers as things stand. So can we get 10 more subs before, in the, we've 5 minutes. If you're watching and you haven't subscribed, we've 5 minutes. Can we get it to 6725? I'm going to leave this open on my phone to see if we can get there. So if you're watching and you haven't yet subscribed, we're about to ring in the new year. Join the family right now. It's the perfect time to do it. And let's see if we can get these 10 in 5 minutes, which will be a fucking miracle. But, you know, stranger things have happened. I still have 5 hours to go here in Peru. I just got in from work, said Claire. Well, we're going to be here, Claire. We're going to be celebrating in the next 5 minutes because it's going to be 2019, the year of the Reds. The year of going balls deep. That's what we should call this one. When I started to like Liverpool, I was new to football, so didn't know who to support. You picked the right team, though, pal. You picked the right team. 6 to go. 6 people. Come on, we can do this. 4 minutes to go. Back sorry again, just taking the mickey out of my son for capping himself. Oh, I love it, mate. Them PSVRs look mad. I've seen some funny videos of people on them. Cara sometimes drinks and boozes and bootle. Passing coming out with the dog. Was starstruck. Yeah, there's some people just have that presence about them, don't they? Hands up subscribers, said Rod. Whatever happened to Stuart Downing? He went back to Middlesbrough. That's the last I'd seen of him anyway. Happy New Year to Reds. 2019 really is our year, said Crosby Red. Thank you so much for popping in, Crosby Red, to see us on this one. It's great to have so many people. I thought this would be a really quiet stream. I didn't think we'd get that many people on at all. I got 9 hours to go until it's New Year, said Kirby. Jeez, loads of people have to wait. 3 minutes to go. We're not going to get it. We're 7 subscribers away. It's falling back down one. So look, help me get this little miracle. Help me get to 6725. If you're watching, you haven't subscribed, hit the button. Liverpool are shit at rugby. England will win the World Cup. Ireland are shit at rugby. Are you fucking stupid, mate? Bassett 12. Honestly, are you? If that's a go away. Honestly, it's a fucking ridiculous. You're talking about the side that are ranked second in the world, the side that have just beaten the All Blacks, just won another Grand Slam. And you're saying that we're shit at rugby. Do you know what? That's pretty much enough to get you booted out in my eyes, mate. Yeah, I couldn't be arsed. You know, you're gone. Sorry. Yeah, that's taking a piss out of my national. That's not happening. He's gone. Thanks for the explanation, Craig. I thought you were going the direction of Redman. United stand. I'm glad you're hoping to do something unique. That's the thing though, Lee. There's so many people doing great stuff already, and we don't want to really copy them. We have been called the Liverpool United stand loads of times by people messing, but so many people do. There's great stuff out there, and I respect the hell out of people. But we just want to do our own little thing and see how it goes. Oh my God, we're only 4 away. Oh, it's gone back down. 5 away. 2 minutes to go and we're 5 away. Hit that subscribe button, guys. Fireworks going off outside. People are premature though. It's still too early. It's only 2 minutes to. Okay, where is it? People are fucking going crazy outside. Right, I'm trying to make sure I have it ready. Right, there we go. Right, who wants to do the countdown for us? Who wants to do the countdown? Time to go. Hit the fucking subscribe button as well. 3 minutes at Hassan. Ireland beat the All Blacks. I know, he's nuts. Absolutely fucking ridiculous. Those are some loud fireworks. Yeah, right outside my house as well. And I live in a small enough little cul-de-sac housing estate, so I don't know where the fuck they're firing them. 1 minute to go. There we go, said the Revenite. 1 minute to go. I'm trying to get my phone open as well. Yeah, I'll see it when my phone clicks. We'll go. Ah, there we go. 60. Look, 60. Rod has the clock. Haven't seen the clock images in a while, Rod. It's been a while since we've had them. The old alarm. The alarm clock used to go at 12. Remember that when we first started? Every night at 12, Sabrina's watch would go off, an alarm in the house. And I used to go mad because I couldn't find the fucking thing. Right, what have we got? Oh, looking at the clock, I feel like I'm about to win something here or something. It's weird. And I'm just looking at me. Sorry, this is going to be awful viewing if you're watching this back. I'm just watching the clock. Fucking, there we go. Happy New Year. Look at behind me. Look, firework display, huh? We weren't fucking about here. Happy New Year. Happy New Year. Welcome to 2019, everybody. Thank you so much for your support this year. We even put on a firework display for you. There you go. No fucking about here. No expense spared. We thought to ourselves, you know what? We're such ballers now on Twitter or YouTube. We're making such fucking mega money that we might as well lash on a fireworks display as well. So there you go. Happy New Year to everybody. Happy New Year. Happy New Year. Lots and lots of people celebrating. Thank you so much for coming in and joining us. I'm going to stay on for about 15 more minutes and we'll ring in the new year together and have a bit of fun. If those images behind me are bothering anybody, please let me know if they're distracting you or they're too bright or anything like that. Happy New Year to each and every one of you. Aaron, Kirby, Yassar, Paul, Subi, Rod, Farwell, Willow, Steve, you've popped in as well. How are you, mate? Hassan, Louis, so many people. Coppoint96, how are you guys? Thank you so much. And we're only 4 subscribers away as well, which is amazing. So if you haven't subscribed, hit that button. And we're 4 away from 6725. We're eking towards 7,000 bit by bit. Nice fireworks. Thank you, mate. We spared no expense. We lashed all the money out on them fireworks. It's my grandma's birthday. Well, happy birthday to your grandmother, Subi. Fireworks going off all over the shop in my estate outside here behind me. Please turn the fireworks off. I'm having fits. Okay, Rod, no problem. There you go. Fireworks off. Back to Anfield. There you go. But happy 2019, everybody. Thank you so much for coming on. Did you get all your subs back? Yes, we did, Clark, mate. How amazing is that? Came on the other day and all of a sudden they were back, which is great. It was a disappointing day that day when they went, but yeah, they're back. How amazing is that? 6,700 odd subscribers at the minute, so we're doing really well. I think I have a few more little bits and pieces to go through actually before we finish up this stream. I fucking keep thinking one of them fireworks is coming through this bedroom window into my room here the more I'm looking at it. If anybody ever wondered, by the way, where I am or where I do this from, I don't know if I've ever given you out all the information. So I'm upstairs, I'm in my bedroom actually, and when you walk into my room, our bed is near the window and the wardrobes are here and our TV and stuff's in the corner, and I'm basically in front of a radiator between the end of the radiator and the end of my bed, The green screen behind me is sitting on top of a radiator. So that's the image you can see right behind me now. That's a green screen. That's sitting on top of the radiator. I have a ring light about 7 or 8 feet behind, or well, in front of me. I've got my laptop over on the bed where the pillows are. I've got that. And then I've got an extension cords and wires running to a monitor that I have here in front of me with the webcam on it. And the reason that I have the laptop so far away is because of the fan on the laptop. The microphone is so good that you'll hear that fan. You can probably still hear it at times. So I try and keep it as far away. And I bought a new screen. And then I have a boom arm. So I'll try and take that into the shot so you can see there. I've got a boom arm with a microphone, a Rode boom arm and a Rode microphone that I do the talking on as well. I've got a little desk here. I've got a wireless keyboard and mouse, my phone, obviously my cans of Diet Chav, and there you go. That's pretty much our little setup. Year of the Red Men, said Shell. There you go. 2019, woo, said Hassan. 2018 was so yesterday, Steve. So yesterday. Who gives a fuck about 2018? That's gone. The year that Connor ruined the subscriber count is gone. Less than 5 hours away from 2019 in the USA. There you go, Nelson. You get to celebrate it twice, mate. You had a little celebration with us, and then you get to go celebrate it with family and friends in real time. But Happy New Year to every single one of you. 2019, the year the Reds go balls deep. I don't think I've got any more notes. No, I think I've gone through my entire notes. So let the last 10 minutes be for what you guys want to talk about. Let me know. Anything you want to chat about? Maybe a little chat about the game on Thursday. Predictions ahead of the game, perhaps. What do you think? Are the Reds going to go and get this done on Thursday? And the transfer window officially opens, Aaron Lennon. Spot on. Transfer window's open. Where's Fekir? Where the fuck is Fekir? Has anybody looked on the Liverpool site? Is he there? Is he holding a shirt? Is he beside a Christmas tree? Are we doing a carbon copy of Van Dijk from last year? Where are you? Come on, Nabil. Where are you? Happy New Year. This is our year. We are Liverpool, said David Little. What team would you start with on Thursday? Off the top of my head, Alisson, Trent, Lovren, Van Dijk, Robbo, Fabinho, Gini, Hendo or Milner. I don't care which one. And then the front three. That would be my team for the game. And then I'd introduce Shaqiri a little bit later on. Yeah, again, though, I'd love to know everybody else's and score predictions and all that kind of stuff. Right, what have we got? I'm so excited to be on here with you guys. This is amazing. Thank you to everyone that's joined in on the stream tonight, wherever you are in the world. Whether it's not even New Year's for you yet, if you're in America and you've got hours to go, thank you for celebrating it with us, because it's our New Year's. We're now in 2019. We've all lived to 2019. We're here. How was it for you? How was it for you? Nathaniel Klein should start over Trent. Why? That's craziness. Nothing against Kleiny. Kleiny's really good, but Trent deserves to start. Trent is one of the players that got us here, buddy. He deserves to start. But I get where you're coming from with Klein, because Klein is a very solid fullback. Yeah, so there we go. Farrell, 1 day to go. Klopp will be saying he watches Anfield agenda. Do you know what? In all seriousness, that's what we always wanted. So many of you guys, there's a lot of you from the UK, and that's class. We love that. But there's also a lot of you from Ireland, America, Australia, Europe, Singapore, Malaysia, wherever you're from in the world. And I understand exactly what it's like to be a fan that can't get to the ground all the time. And a fan that so wants to be there. And whether it be for financial reasons, whether it be for ticketing reasons, family reasons, work, whatever it is, you can't quite get there as often as you want. And that's why we started this. Because I want to meet you people. I want to travel over, say hello, shake your hand, see how you go about a game day, see where you go to watch it, who you watch it with, how you celebrate. And I want to share that with the rest of the Liverpool community. And that's why we're here. So that's why we keep saying we're going to travel, we're going to meet you, we're going to meet supporters clubs, we're going to go up to Northern Ireland, because that's what it's about. How amazing would it be if we can come together and have this community of, not the forgotten fan, because that's not really the way of pitching it, but the fan who can't get there as much as they want, that doesn't really have a voice, that can't get interviewed maybe outside the ground after a game by Redmen TV, or they can't meet the guys from the Anfield Rap because they can't travel over. Well, maybe we can come, and maybe we could be your, second best. You could meet us, and we could share your thoughts and opinions on the Reds, on our little YouTube channel with the world. That would be amazing for us. And I've had a dream since I started making Liverpool content, and I don't know if I've ever shared this with you guys before. It's never been to make money, but my dream, in all honesty, was to do a pre-season tour and to follow the Reds around on a pre-season tour of the States. And if I can get to do that at some point in my life, whether I pay for it myself or whatever, I don't care. But that's my dream, is to do a pre-season tour and to follow the Reds around for the 4 or 5 games or whatever it is on a pre-season. Craig, do you think Ireland can finally win a World Cup this year? The Rugby World Cup? We're capable of it, Tom, but it's going to be tough. It's going to be tough. You've got to show up. I have a big bet on, I think I told you guys about a while ago, I have loads of people to win their leagues and stuff, and one of the parts of the bet is Ireland to reach the World Cup final. And if that comes in, I win a lot of money actually. So I hope so. I think they can, and I'd love Joe Schmidt to go out on the back of winning a World Cup. I mean, wow. How amazing would that be for Ireland to win a World Cup? I can't believe that fucker said Ireland was shit at rugby. That's really, really, really annoying. I very rarely boo people out. But yeah, you had to go. I'm just, no, that's wrong. And if it seemed harsh, I apologise, but we're not good at very much over here in Ireland, and to call us out for the thing we're probably ranked the highest in the world at the minute, for us, didn't sit well. My dog had his first shit on the carpet of 2019, for fuck's sake. Oh mate, do you not have the missus to clean it up? No, do you not call her in? Because that's probably what Sabrina, the dog's had the shitting on the carpet. Sabrina, the dog's shitting the carpet. What do I do? Where's the tissue? Where's the spray? I have to ask Sabrina what my fucking socks are at times. I'm so unorganised. VVD is now a massive favourite for the PFA Player of the Year. He's 5-4. Nice. Let's go Liverpool and Rangers, said Origi. Craig, please come over, but I'm a one-man Outback supporter club and only the bunny and me are watching. Rod, I keep telling you, mate, someday I will knock on your door and I'll be like, Rod, you told me there was a room here. I'm here, mate. I mean, where's the sofa? I'm telling you, I'll get there. My 40th is 2.5 years away, and I'm hoping to get to Australia for my 40th birthday, me and Sabrina, because we're both 40 the same year. 2018 was extreme highs and lows, said Lee. Hopefully 2019 is a great year for everybody. It's not going to be, if we're being realistic. We're all going to have our down points, but like Liverpool, and we spoke about Liverpool earlier on, it's how we handle these setbacks. And if you have setbacks in life, just remember that there's always going to be better days ahead, and you got to ride the good times and the bad times. I've been through my share of shitty times. I've been through times where I haven't had a penny in my pocket, and you're worried about the kids and stuff, and I'm not the only one. There's people out there watching this stream right now going through a tough time, and sometimes maybe this is the only interaction people get, and I'm proud to be part of that interaction if that's the case. But guys, look, thank you. I love each and every one of you. I keep saying it, but I do. And thank you. And I know we've people on the stream that have mental health problems. I'm one of these people. So if this year at any point, if you're struggling, if things have gotten down, if the weather's bad and you're down, if family issues are getting to you, or financial issues are getting to you, just always remember and think back to the good times that we've had. Maybe it was with Liverpool, maybe it was on here, maybe it was with your family, and reach out to somebody, because talking helps so much. Reach out to a friend, a professional, doctor, a family member, whoever it is. Do not be on your own, and never feel like there's no way out. There's always a way out. There is always another day, another angle, and when things might seem dark at one point or another, there's a way around it. You'll get there, bit by bit, step by step, inch by inch, day by day. You will get there, and we'll be here with you, and your friends will be there with you. Don't feel on your own, ever. Talking helps. Even if you're talking shy, just getting it off your chest sometimes helps. Even if you're laughing with your mate, having a whatever, take the piss out of yourself, whatever it might be, but talk to somebody and share. What else have we got? What do you do for work, mate? Am I wrong in assuming you tattoo? I don't tattoo. Jesus, if I was tattooing people, they'd have awful tattoos. I can't draw for shit. I do a few things, mate. I don't have, with my son and the care that he needs. I have an autistic son, a 6-year-old autistic son. I can't work full time, so I have to be creative in how I work. And I've got a few little bits and pieces that I do. I don't really want to give them out. I think of me as a Del Boy-esque, or like a B-Tech Del Boy. There you go. That's probably the best way of describing it, mate. Yeah, I used to have fixed jobs. I mean, I used to drive a taxi. I used to be a DJ. I used to work in an online gambling company. I used to work in customer service. I had so many little jobs, and I just wasn't suited to any of them. Hopefully, am I a YouTuber? Can I say that? When do I get to say I'm a YouTuber? At what point do I get to say I'm a YouTuber? What do you do for a living? I'm a YouTuber, you know. Yes. Have you heard of PewDiePie? Yeah, well, I'm like him, really. Except, not even a B-Tech or a C-Tech. I'm a fucking Z-Tech version of PewDiePie. I've been tattooing for 10 years now. Couldn't live without it. Keep up the good work. Nice one. Maybe you tattoo me someday, Crod. Maybe I can pop up. Where are you in America? Ireland? USA? UK? Maybe I can pop over and you can finish my sleeve, because I have a bit to go on it. I think Juventus are probably going to go through, but I'm going for the underdogs, Atletico. If we don't win the Champions League, I hope Juventus or PSG win it. I hope PSG, only because of Buffon. Fuck PSG. Fuck PSG, the cheating bastards. They're fucking ruining it for the rest of us with their petrodollars. Nah, no way for PSG. I love Buffon as much as the next guy, but fuck PSG in my eyes. You're a jack of all trades and a master of fuck all, mate. Trust me. I suppose if I was to say if what I did, if I was to do anything, I would say customer service, because that's probably what I've worked in the most, as a customer service manager. You get to say you're a YouTuber when people start calling themselves Craig Hits, so never then. You're in Oregon, USA, home of Nike, I believe. Nice one. So maybe you will see me someday, Crod. Maybe I will rock up and say, here I am, buddy, here is this arm, finish me. I don't want PSG to have shits in October. Buffon deserves a Champions League medal, but everybody else except for Cavani and Mbappe don't deserve it. Look, Buffon's a legend. I'm not going to say a bad word about the man. I idolise Gianluigi Buffon. As a goalkeeper myself, back in the day, he was somebody I looked up to greatly. PSG versus Juve is my nightmare final, said Roberto. Liverpool, Juve final, Roberto. That's what you really want. Tell the truth. My husband Roger John Pereira is a Liverpool fan. He follows your stream. Thank you very much. Is it Monchi? Or Menchi? I'm sorry if I've mispronounced your name. Happy New Year to you and your husband, Roger John. Thank you very much. I'm glad he enjoys the stream. It's a pleasure to have you here with us. Buffon deserves nothing. Somebody's not holding back. You're a master of Anfield agenda, Craig. Buffoon, says Rod. There you go. Craig, I'm happy it's New Year and the Premier League trophy with Liverpool for 18-19, and we're gonna do it, buddy. We're going to fucking do it. We've 2 subscribers to go, guys, till we hit the 6,725 mark, which is almost 6,750-ish. So if you're watching, you haven't subscribed yet, please do hit the button, and of course drop a like on the stream. What is this we're doing here? This thing that we're making? Can anybody give me a count, actually? What are we on likes on the stream? Has anybody checked? Have we hit the 100 mark yet? Everybody happy with a point against City? I am, Brian, mate. I am absolutely happy with a point. I'll take it right now if that's on offer. I have a big year ahead, planning to go back to college, and I'm 40, said Skipper Dog. Well done to you, pal. You're never too old to get re-educated or to educate up, pal, or retrain, so well done to you. I'm hoping to get to college myself at some point, mate. I never got to go. I got quite a good leaving cert, actually, and I never got to go because of family circumstances. So there you go. I'm hoping to get there as well at some point. And I'm only 37, so maybe I still have some time. But moving to America is my goal. My be all and end all for the next 18 months is to find a way to get my family to America and to emigrate over there. That's all. I'm obsessed with it. It's all I'm thinking about every day. I'm talking to Sabrina. How can we get to America? How can we get sorted out with a job over there? How can we get medical care sorted out for Lucas? If I can figure that out in the next 18 months, I'm going to be a very happy man. 112. There you go. Boom. We're done. Nice one. Thank you, Larry, for that. And thank you for Mossy Wassy and LFC Lover as well. I want Shaqiri covered in chocolate for 2019. At least it wouldn't be too much chocolate, Rod. I mean, that's realistic. If you had said you wanted Van Dijk covered in chocolate, you'd have been away with the fairies, mate. But a little fucking power cube covered in chocolate, that's entirely possible. I mean, I think we could afford that much chocolate. 3-0 to Liverpool, said Steve. Imagine if Origi missed. How long is the New Year stream? I hope it's increased. I'm probably going to finish up in the next couple of minutes, Nathan, if I'm being honest, buddy. Roberto said, saddest moment 2018 is Buffon leaving. Give me so many happy moments. He's an absolute legend, mate. I know people didn't like the way he reacted last year at times, but I love Gianluigi Buffon. Bayern Munich versus Liverpool. The game is called We Beat Arsenal 5-1 Derby. Nice one. I forgot about that. Yeah, there we go. The We Beat Arsenal 5-1 Derby. Nice. We should definitely call it that at the time. I won £8 on a bet when we played Arsenal because I put £2 on a bet that Salah would score. Nice one. I don't encourage gambling, even though I do it myself. But nice one. Congratulations. I won £150 on the darts yesterday, which was very, very good for me. Immediately, as soon as I won the bet, I went online and I ordered an Amazon Fire 8-inch tablet with the rechargeable stand that you put it on. So I ordered that straight away before I lost the money. If City win, who should be nervous? Not Liverpool. If City win, who should be nervous? Or it's City who should be nervous? Sorry, not Liverpool. Exactly. We're sound, Mossy. We're good going into this. All the pressure was on Manchester City. They're at home. They're the ones playing catch up. We can go into this game and not have it as a free hit, but we've got nothing to lose. Right, so what is our channel goal for the year, guys? Before we finish up tonight, and thank you, we've got to 6725, so whoever it was that subscribed there in the last few minutes, thank you. And 750 is the next target, so 25 on that one, but thank you to whoever subscribed. What's the target for the year for the channel, guys? It is your channel after all. So what would you like to see happen in 2019? Where would you like us to be this time next year if we're sitting here having a chat? And be realistic. Don't be saying fucking toppling PewDiePie for the top of the charts or anything. But I'd love to know where you'd like to see us next year, because it is your channel after all. FSG will give Klopp huge funds in January to secure the title. I don't think he needs them, Steve. Honestly, mate, I think a little tweak maybe, securing somebody for the summer. I think he has what we need. I think he has what he needs, mate. But look, if Klopp wants somebody, they'll back him. I'm with you on that one. 1 million subs by 2020. I don't know, mate. I don't think that's realistic, to be fair. 10,000 subs, said Sam. I'm hoping to hit 10,000, Sam, by the end of the season. So May time would be lovely to hit 10,000 subs. I mean, think about it this way. We've got 2,000 in the past month. So with 5 months to go, it's realistic that we could get to 10. 8,000 subscribers this year, said Adam Parks. I'll be very disappointed if we don't gain 8,000 subscribers over the next year, Adam. I'm certainly think this time next year 15 to 20k should be realistic, I think. 12,500 subs, said Christopher. 10,000 subs. So, Jesus, guys, you're not thinking too much of us here, guys. We're going to smash that. Don't you worry about that. I think we'll hit 10,000 subs before the end of the season. Just guessing. I hope so, but I don't care if we don't. If we don't, we'll have you guys, and that's sound. 12,500, 25 to 30,000, said Nathan. 30k for Copboy, 20,000 for Skipper Dog, 20,000 for Mossy Wossy, plus a Premier League title and a 6th Champions League. 25,000, said Christopher. There you go. I think 12 to 15k is probably realistic for the end of next year, I think, at a guess. Although, you know what? You see mad things on YouTube. You see channels lose a load, and you see a channel go from 4,000 to 400,000. So it's impossible to guess, isn't it? I hope we're still on. I think that's a realistic hope. I hope we're still here next year, and that you guys are still here next year, and that yes, that I've grown my red mohawk, Origi, as you said. Not when we sign Fekir, when we win the league. If we win the league, I will grow that red mohawk. I've promised you that. Craig, if we ever meet up, I was thinking doing laser tag, but I'm open to ideas. I'll do laser tag, definitely. I also want to have a go at foot golf as well. I think there's a good day's filming if we went out for a game of foot golf. Happy New Year, Eganito, mate. Thank you for popping in. Happy New Year to you. And Junior as well, buddy. Happy New Year to you. Craig, love you and the Reds and everybody in the chat. No homo, said Phantom Cross. You didn't need to put the last bit in, mate. I love everybody in the chat. Everybody, and Rod's Bunny. Love Rod's Bunny as well. I want the viewer count to go up. And where's Lars? Probably locked. I'd say Lars is only gee-eyed at this moment in time. Empty cans all over the place. He's probably gone full on Viking, because that's Lars, isn't it? That's our Lars. Party stream if we win the league, 100%. 100%. I'm going to be in Liverpool for the last game of the season, mate. Me and Connor booked our flights during the week. Going to be in Liverpool for the last game of the season. We're not going to the game because we haven't got tickets, but like, you know what? We'll be in the city and we're going to try and organise a meet up with everybody and do a bit of filming and have some fun. And I cannot wait. In the Troll House, there you go. Foot golf course in Calgary. Just saying, Larry. I'm just saying, mate. There we go. You've no idea. We've already had the discussions, me and Connor, about how the hell we can get over there to Canada to meet you guys. Because when you said to me there was 3 supporters clubs within a 3-hour drive, I just thought, well, that's entirely doable. Let's figure this one out. And then I said to Connor, look, we'll get the flights are only about €500 each way, Connor, so we can sort that. And then just hiring a car for 5 days is less than £100. And cheap hotels, we'd be sound. We're looking at it, Larry. Honestly, we're going to try our best to get over to Canada sometime in the next year. I was saying to Connor, a realistic target would probably be for the start of next season. So if we could get there for August or September, because it would be pointless going there in the summer when your supporters club isn't meeting. We'd want to go there and meet the supporters clubs and for there to be a game on. So I think a realistic target might be September or August. Allow us time to save up as well to get over there. Is Fabinho the octopus? Damn right he is. He's our octopus. Canada is a great place. It is Skipper Dog. I was there once 13 years ago. I was in Toronto. My wife has family in Mississauga, which I believe is a suburb of Toronto. Yeah, I loved it. Really nice place. A bit cold for me to live there, and I wouldn't live there. But yeah, I want to emigrate to America so badly. If you've anybody watching and you're American and you want to bring this bald Irish idiot into your country, help a brother out, because that is my dream, is to get our family to America and run this, of course, over there. Look who has popped in to say hello. It's only Jace Roberts. How are you, sir? Happy New Year to you and your wonderful family, pal. Thank you for dropping in to say hello. We missed you, pal. I haven't seen you in a while, but I hope you're all keeping well. My wife is a travel agent, said Larry. Well, it's working out here, Larry. That's all I'm saying. It's working out, buddy. And thank you for that lovely video, Larry. I'm so sorry that Twitter took it down. I can't believe they took it down. Copyright infringement is just ridiculous. Go outside Anfield to watch along in front 3 win the Premier League. Outside Anfield would be deadly for that to happen. Can you imagine the mess in the bar when all the chavs meet up? It'd be good fun. It'd be good fun. And we're definitely going to be in Liverpool in May for the last game of the season anyway, so let's organise something. What else have we got? We have a Canadian Football League starting in the summer. I hope there might be a game in September when you're over. Yes, would love to do that as well, Larry. That would be class. Yeah, that would be brilliant. We'd definitely be up for that. Rick Harrison, how are you, sir? Hands up if your wife refuses to dress up in an LFC shirt with a bunny costume underneath. I'm sure mine probably would if I asked. Yeah, you know Londonderry, lad. I'm living up there at the moment, only about 3 hours from you. Cool. We're hoping to get up to Newry, actually, Rick. I know Rick isn't your real name, and like you're using the Pawn Stars fella's name, but yeah, we were asked to go up and meet the Newry Supporters Club, which we want to do. It's not too far away from me at all. It's only about a 2-hour drive from where I live, maybe a little bit longer, maybe 2 hours 15. So we're hoping to get up to Newry to meet those guys as well. And Derry isn't too far away at all, mate, so we could definitely do that. If you have a supporters club up there or a group of Reds, we'll definitely come up and say hello. Only a few hours drive away. If Nottingham Forest get promoted in Liverpool in the league, it'll be crazy in your house. It would be a very good year. We'll get you another video of the Man City game. Brilliant. And look, Larry, I may be in contact at some point for your good lady wife, maybe to look into some arrangements for us. But that's the plan. We want to get to Canada and we want to meet you guys, because I have a soft spot for Canadians because of my wife's family, of course. And any excuse to get back over there would be brilliant. I was planning on moving to Texas a few years ago when I was still doing mechanics. That's exactly where I'm looking at, Skipper Dog. Florida or Texas are the 2 places we're hoping to move to. We've been to Florida 5 times now, doing a bit of research, and we're going to go to to Texas in October, and we're going to look at Austin, we're going to look at Dallas, we're going to look at a few more places as well, just to see if it's feasible. Stupidly busy, mate. Hopefully stuff steadies down now. We'll be here more often, off the bed, but just wanted to wish you all the best. Thank you, Jay. Same to you and your wonderful little family, pal. There's no better way to celebrate New Year than with Diet Chav and a Jack Daniels. Mate, treat yourself. It's 2019. It's the year of treating yourself. How would you rate Jan Molby? Happy New Year from Denmark. Absolutely love Jan Molby. Jason X. Love him. One of the best passers of a football I've ever seen in my life. Just unbelievable quality. Yeah, love Jan Molby. Really, really like him. Love his opinions as well. I think he's very good at discussing the game. Yeah, just nothing but love for Jan Molby. And Happy New Year from Ireland, mate. Thank you. Rick Harrison is a porn star or a pawn star. Pawn, P-A-W-N, mate. Definitely pawn. If you want my real name, it's Jamie. I've heard of that Newry fan club before. Wish there was one up here a little closer to me. I was at Anfield in February versus West Ham for the 4-1 win. Maybe Rick, or Jamie, sorry, maybe if we go up to meet Newry, you could pop down. I mean, I don't know what is an hour maybe. Maybe we could kill kind of two birds with one stone there, and we could all meet up together and watch a game. That would be cool. Have you been to Georgia? No, I haven't, Nelson. Oh, hang on. I've been to Atlanta. I've landed in Atlanta a few times. When we fly over, we usually go in via Atlanta and then fly Atlanta down to Orlando. So if that counts, then I've been to Georgia. But definitely somewhere I've looked at. I love A-Town. Why not? I'd love to go and spend some time there as well. What else have we got? Fluffytails.com said Rod. The final was the worst day of last year. Hopefully the 13th of May is the best day. It will be, mate. It'll be a fucking belter. Don't you worry about that. Thoughts on that scumbag Nasri signing for West Ham? Desperation, Steve, springs to mind. I don't understand. He's a very destabilising fucker. Why would you bring him in? If you want to know about Nasri, have a research of his time at Marseille. Just look in. Just put the words Nasri, Marseille and bully into YouTube or into Twitter. Why would you put it into Twitter, Craig? Into the Google machine. That's how old I am. Put it into Google and you have a read of that. Who here is not subbed yet? If you're not living your best life, there you go. Well, what are we at now? Yeah, the subscriber count has gone up again. So look, I'm going to head off now in a minute because this has been a really long stream. But before I do, if you haven't subscribed, guys, please do hit the button. And of course, drop a like on the stream. Somebody actually had a go at us the other day in the comments about ads. They were like, ads. It's all about ads. And I was thinking, Jesus, that's fucking harsh, mate. We've only had ads like 2 weeks now or something. And I have no control over where those things pop up. That's Connor's department. Allison is overrated. Yeah, no, he really isn't, though. Classic Gooner, he really isn't. No, he isn't, mate. He's fucking class. And look, please don't come in trolling because I was nothing but complimentary about your team when I spoke recently, and I said that you guys have a good future and all that stuff. I'm not just a dickhead fan who was going to just belittle your club, but he really isn't. He's very good, particularly in the style of football we play. Probably not the best shot stopper in the world. I would admit that one, but he's got good reflexes. But what he is brilliant at is reading the game and cutting out long balls over the top and things that we need our goalkeeper to do. If we lose City, it's a 4 points clear. It's down to the defeats that we pull clear. Exactly. Even if we lose, worst case scenario on Thursday night, we're still 4 points clear at the top of the league, and we've already played Manchester City home and away, Arsenal home and away. We've got Spurs at home to play. We've got United away to play, Everton away to play. We've played so many of our hard games already. And look, it's the Premier League, so you can't take any game for granted. There's no such thing as an easy game unless you're playing Everton. I take 4 points clear 2 weeks ago, so would I. I would have been happy, honestly, hand on heart. I would have been happy to have gotten through this Christmas period, including these games against City and Everton, with that 1 point lead that we had going in. Yeah, I would have been happy with that. But to be where we are was just amazing. Classic Gooner. Somebody else must have called. But then shit, because I never said a word about him. Which state in America would you like to come to? Florida or Texas to live, Kirby? Florida or Texas are the two we're looking at to move to full time. Any Irish Reds on here, more than welcome to my house in Waterford for any weekends, nights out. There you go. Brian, mate, look, you're going to get your ass to Connors at some point and we're going to start filming stuff, buddy. We've lots to do this year and we've already had this chat. You're going to be part of our filming this year going forward. So I hope to meet up with you a lot more as well. City have some tough games too, not a walk in the park for them. As a Chelsea fan, I hope Liverpool win the league. Thank you, Mojo. You're one of the few fans I've seen from other clubs that actually want us to win it. What baffles me most about this, and look, I know opposition fans are going to go, oh, fuck, we'll never hit the end of them fuckers if they win the league. Push that aside for 1 second. Why would anybody want Manchester City to win the fucking league? They're cheating bastards, and I'm not talking about their antics on the field, because they're sound in that sense. But the way the club is being run, they're sticking 2 fingers up to everybody. They're breaking the financial fair play rules. They're dodgy, allegedly, in the way that they do their deals with Etihad and all that stuff. I mean, you've probably read all the stuff into the Spiegel articles about them. So why any fan wouldn't respect a club that's trying to do it the right way like Liverpool? I don't get. If this was Arsenal or Spurs, it would kill me that they're there, but I would honestly much rather them win it than Manchester City. That's the honest truth. So I never understand, unless you're an Everton fan or a United fan, why you despise Liverpool winning the league. Man City want revenge for us killing the unbeaten record. Fuck them. That's all I can say. Anybody who's been on this stream for a while knows, and I said this, and it was actually on Sky News earlier on, Pep Guardiola's teams start fast. Pep Guardiola has never won a league that he hasn't been top of at Christmas. Never. Now that's something to think about. He is never, when he hasn't been top of Christmas, he hasn't won the league. There you go. I've told you before, his teams start quickly and they try and rack up a shit ton of points because they hit the ground running. And then what happens is, between the period of Christmas and February, when the Champions League starts back, they've wrapped it up. They've usually wrapped it up. And then when the Champions League kicks back in, Guardiola then pushes his attention onto the Champions League. He still plays strong teams in the Premier League, but he might rest the occasional superstar here or there because he knows he can. He has that buffer, he has that gap, and he concentrates on Europe. I said this at the start of the season. Manchester City will drop more points as the season goes on. So for us to be here now, when they've really fucking put their effort in, which they do at the start of the year, we're good, lads. We're fucking good. I'm telling you. It's all good. Only 2 times has a team lost the league after being top of Christmas, and that was Liverpool. Yeah, can't deny it. It's true. It's absolutely true. But nobody's done it with this much of a points gap. When you've had 7 points like this, nobody's not gone on to win it. Actually, Newcastle. I think Newcastle might be the only one. Happy New Year to all the members. And Mickey fella, Happy New Year to you, Paul. A bit late, but Happy New Year. Thank you, Ben. Happy New Year to you as well. Remember Benzema and Ribery got into a bit of bother a couple of years back. They were involved in some sort of sex triangle. I think, wasn't there an underage? Was there an underage person involved in that, or am I completely wrong? I thought that the person was 17 at the time. Could be wrong though. What else we got? City's defence without Mendy is crap. I love Benjamin Mendy, by the way. I know he's a City player, but he's just brilliant. He seems like such a good lad. I love when he was injured. His social media game was brilliant. Mark Lawrenson predicted 1-1. Merson predicted 3-1 win for us, which he did. And he also predicted us to give Arsenal a spanking as well, which we did. Records are made to be broken. Absolutely. Oh, I was watching Sky earlier on, and they couldn't get the 5-0 victory from Man City out of the old cabinet and onto the screen quick enough. Oh, they were loving it. Loving that 5-0 victory they were. I think a 4-0 win for us against City, I've got a feeling it would be like the Champions League first leg. Wow. That's a big prediction. I think a draw. I would take a draw right now, but look, I'll have your win over my draw any day of the week. Right, Mendy is literally a meme at this point. Yeah, look, he's been injured a lot. Guys, on that one, I'm going to say goodnight, if that's okay, and Happy New Year to you all once again. Don't forget, before you head off, to drop a like on the stream and hit the subscribe button if you haven't done so. Happy 2019 to everybody out there, no matter what club. If you're an Arsenal fan, a United fan, Everton fan, it doesn't matter. Happy New Year to you. I hope you and your family have a wonderful year, filled with happiness and amazing memories. We're going to have some on here no matter what, because the Reds are fucking mustard. We're doing something special. Our channel is growing every day. Thank you for all your help and support. Thank you for getting us through this Christmas period as well. Be back tomorrow night, as per normal, at 10:15 with the late night agenda again. We'll build ahead and look towards the game on Thursday against Manchester City. Like, guys, I don't know what else to say. Happy 2019 to our American friends. I know it hasn't hit for you guys yet, but happy 2019 to you as well. And to anybody else that hasn't celebrated it, lots of love for myself and Connor. Thank you for the support in 2018. We look forward to seeing what next year brings. And as always, guys, up the motherfucking Reds.